on. As always, we're here for criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. But that's not going to stop WWE from coming after this stream. Welcome to the stream, everybody. Good morning, Grace, wherever you are. I think she's going to meet up again with the Jedi. And speaking of the Jedi, Rich did a great stream this morning. He did like a, well, it was low key. I'm not going to say it was like a crazy entertaining stream, but I just thought it was a good stream. Of like waking and baking, his hair look real wild. He did a sunrise stream. VP content off the chain, unbelievably wild content going on. Bethadone Clinic is gearing up for a crossover with Healthy Family Force, which should be exciting. Savvy Guy is he's now that he's got his certificate from the auto place. Savvy Guy is really branching out in his content. He's starting to talk about some interesting stuff that I didn't think he would really get into talking about. Tony Yoman is upset about food prices, as you can imagine. Like, what's that guy's grocery bill like? But yeah, he's really upset about about food pricing. So he made a video about that recently. I think that's pretty much it. Is that all the news I've got for today? I do have. Oh, there's a new Flex'em live too. If you like Flex'em. All she does in it pretty much is play video games, but it's like, it's Flex'em, so we got to put her over. And I think that's it. So this is, I can't wait for this, based off of the thumbnail that I saw. This is CWA Championship Wrestling, July 4th, 1987, as seen by the audience in Evansville, Indiana. I've got to get to this promo. I literally can't wait. All right, here we go.
Russell right along ringside, ready to go with another big week of championship wrestling. Son of a gun, my old pal Dave Brown, not going to be with us today, and he's going to miss a dandy because we do, in fact.
Oh, too, and I want to thank you guys for your all of your hard work and support of the channel over the last month. We'll get another. We hit the threshold again to get a little bag from YouTube, which I will parlay into whatever Dorunda style IRL I can find in the near future. So I just want to take a second and thank you guys again for watching the videos, all that kind of stuff. All the memberships and donated memberships. So I appreciate it.
In fact, have them all right here and there. First match is going to put together Rocky Soulman Johnson teaming up with the superstar Bill Dundee. We'll see them in action as a tag team, and quite a tag team they are indeed. In addition to that, we'll be looking at Jeff Jarrett, Alan West. You'll be seeing Pat Tanaka, Paul Diamond. I hear that Downtown Bruno is here and with a surprise or two as usual. In addition to that, the King will be here, as well as the former referee, Brickhouse Brown, and others. We've got it all lined up. I guess we better get started.
I completely forgot about how good that one Brickhouse Brown promo was. The one after it was okay, but I completely forgot about the Brickhouse angle.
We'll take time out. Be back in the ring in just a moment.
I gotta skip that music. I'm sorry. I'd rather watch all the stuff, but like that's when the stream gets taken down for Memphis. Now instead of being for the Jarretts, it's WWE claiming that like 4 seconds of music. So I apologize, but I gotta skip them.
The ring, Rooster Cogburn and Keith Robertson.
Rooster
from
Cogburn.
The other side, Washington D.C. and Australia.
That's a Rooster Cogburn is a John Wayne movie.
Rocky Johnson and Bill Dundee, your referee.
Oh, and Robertson.
Jerry Calhoun. It'll be a one fall, 15-minute time limit bout. One fall, 15 minutes in time. That's Cogburn starting out with Dundee. Rocky finally slipping out of the ring. Rooster took a quick look over his shoulder as he went around circling Billy and saw that Rock was still there. Whoa!
Oh, man, he hit him right in the back of the head.
Rooster missing one. Bill Dundee does not. Whip across the ring. Back drop.
Rooster Cogburn?
Telling the referee that Dundee was using the tight, very agile kind of. Dundee whipping him around the ring, shoots him to the corner, and he beats Rocky Johnson's foot. Big tag goes to the.
Do you think Rooster Cogburn as a character was the inspiration for Vince to make the Red Rooster?
Wow, that sharp right hand. Rocky can throw those rights, and he doesn't do too bad with that left either. Powerful man, 275. His partner at 205. They make quite a team. They go back a long way together. Robertson. As Rocky spins around into a hammer. Takes him over and down. And Keith, who wrestles out of Memphis, Tennessee.
Keith Robertson.
Keith went to tie up with him, and Rock just danced away to the side.
Ooh, he's got a, does he have a beard now?
With Johnson back on the rope. Rocky flicking that left, followed by a killer right. Tag on Johnson.
You can drive through, pet and feed exotic animals and drive through monster trucks. Wow, there's a drive-through place not too far from here, but I mean probably nothing on that scale. You don't get to drive a monster truck. You just have to drive your regular like vehicle through. But they don't really have anything that crazy, but they do have some interesting stuff. Plus, it's in a town that's all Amish people.
Referee running.
Oh, Arizona. I thought you were saying Asian.
Keith down on the deck. Dundee covers him. 1, 2, 3, and that's
Cogburn.
2 minutes, 12 seconds. The team of Johnson and Dundee, as expected, come out with a victory
Johnson
over
beats
Rooster
Cogburn.
and
Man,
Keith
look at Rocky
Robertson
Johnson's
slides
body
out of the ring.
type. That's
Dundee
wild.
going after Rooster. And he makes some chicken tracks away from the ring. That's what the Rooster does. Okay, the winners once again, Dundee and Johnson. Last week, we had the information passed on us by
What's up, Stinky Boy?
the one and only
What's
Don
up, Jay Dummy?
Bass. That in addition, I'd asked Don where he had been. He said, well, you know, his other career, which was that.
Now this is what I've been waiting for, is this segment here. This is going to be great. I just know it.
Of a great singer, was taking up a lot of his time. He'd been in recording studios and
I grabbed the thumbnail, but I didn't watch the segment because as soon as I saw the still, I was like, oh my God, this is going to be so good.
writing and so forth. And that came as kind of a distinct surprise. I asked Don to sing us a song last week, but he declined, and he has prepared a video. He said he's going to do it. He's going to do it right, and everybody else has these great.
This is July 4th. Wow, All-American episode. July 4th, 1987.
Music videos I present to you as provided for us. I haven't seen the thing yet, but this is the singing cowboy Don Bass. Let's hear from him.
Here we go.
Well, Les Russell, I've been sitting here thumping on my old guitar, and I've been thinking about last Saturday on TV, but you called me a barefaced liar. You said I couldn't sing, that I couldn't write songs. Well, I got on the phone, I called the studio. I told them, send a crew, a camera crew right over here right now to my house. And this might not be the best facility to sing on kind of the lighting and stuff, but I'm going to show you, baby.
Send a camera crew over immediately. What? Hey, Avery. What in the hell is this? I'm watching his hands up here, and I'm not completely convinced he's actually playing, guys.
Lord, if you got the toe, drop kick me Jesus through the goalposts of life.
There's ATF Media. He would have had the perfect thing. He'd have been like, it looks completely believable that he's playing this guitar. Have to suspend this. Stick him up front.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I mean, that obviously, hey, you, show it to the people. What?
Well, I like it too because it's been forever since we've seen one, but this was actually, we saw it 3 or 4 times back in '86. Remember Dutch? But everybody else, I think, actually played the instruments. But like Dutch had that great, real serious segment where he played, and I like that we're back in whoever's basement on that couch again.
What are you trying to pull a fraud on us here?
You called me a liar last week, baby. I brought you a tape. Look, shut the door.
Yeah, you brought us a tape.
This is the original. This is where Jeff Jarrett stole his gimmick.
Oh, Bobby Bear, my foot. He never sounded like I had a day in his life. I wrote that song. I sang that song. You know what's wrong with you, last?
This is the entire Jeff Jarrett gimmick. He's lip syncing a country hit. He's gonna obviously hit somebody with that guitar, right? Jeff Jarrett literally, it just completely wholesale ripped off Don Bass. What's up, EFD? Hey, Thomas Wyatt.
Russell, you like the rest of these Tennessee Ridge Runners. You're jealous of my ability, my talent, and everything else.
Your ability and your talent in there. Now, come on. We sat here and saw it. You were singing that song.
What?
I was singing that song, man. I sung every word of it. What's wrong with you? Everywhere I go across this country wrestling and playing concerts, everybody wants to buy records all over the world. Shut up, Turkey.
Don Bass, wow.
Okay, I'll tell you what. Maybe I was wrong about it. We're going to give you a chance. Yeah, I said maybe I was wrong,
baby.
We'll give you a chance. Just sing us a little song.
That's true. He did have a good drop kick.
Go ahead and take it.
No, Les Russell. I'm not going to do that, baby. I'm at concert tonight, and I can't sing. I'm kind of my voice right now.
That makes sense.
You don't want to strain your golden voice.
Are you trying to call me a liar again, boy?
Hey, I have to ask you to go ahead.
Don Bass stocks are through the roof. What an amazing turn this has been.
I didn't think I did stuff like that, man.
Well, no, you sure don't. I'll tell you one thing. You could just leave. We never doubted the fact that this is one of the toughest guys in the ring that you'll run across. But a singer, forget that. That singer.
Don Bass went from being like one of my least favorite performers to like one of the top guys right now with that last segment.
And cowboy stuff. Let's take time out. We're going to be back. Don Bass. Okay, we're going to be back in.
I mean, I'd be open to it. If there, I don't know what's the archiving like on that stuff. Would we just have to watch like individual matches, or did they have like, are there still like existing episodes? We could do like a specialized episode, I guess, even if it's just like fragments.
Into the action right here.
Oh, look
just
at Paul
one moment,
Diamond.
brother. I'll tell you one thing: that is not a load of matches in there. Big 8-man tag elimination match for $3,500, a Mid-America title match, international title match.
Lance Russell's like, let me tell you what I got for y'all today. We got 7 big matches, man. Bill Dundee.
Return Southern Heavyweight title. What I'm talking about is Evansville Coliseum.
And 2 motherfucking Beach Twins on the side.
On Wednesday night, July Spectacular, 8 matches.
Jake the Snake.
And listen to this.
Dude, I have that Jake deal with that guitar shot. I'm Team Honky on it. I think he maybe hit him. Whatever. It's not his job to gimmick the guitar. That was done, as far as I know, by other people. Like, I don't think it certainly didn't turn him into a drug addict.
No increase in price. Downtown Bruno will be there, and most of it.
You know what? I don't think it's very nice for them to put me in a steel cage during Moondog's match with Jeff Jarrett. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's ethical, and I don't think it should be done. I'm going to have to talk to the promotion, Eddie Moore, and somebody. Maybe it's your idea, Lance Russell.
So no time, no disqualification. They don't want you monkeying around.
What do they put me in a cage for? Why don't they send me to Hawaii? Why don't they get me out of town? Why do I have to go to Evansville just to sit in a steel cage? Well, give me some money. Give me a plane ticket. I'll go. I don't want to be in no steel cage. I'm going to get the bar with that. And prime time's to take care of some business on their own, baby.
Prime time better be ready to take
What is this, huh?
Oh.
What is
When Mattel issues these figures, these are going to be like the nightlife versions of the Bad Company.
Very funny. It's a penny. That's all it took to take
guitars
you out,
are the actual gateway drugs.
So you remember, when you step in the ring with us, we're going to take you out again, and we're going to knock the sense out of you.
That's my issue with it. If he was like, hey, man, this guy hit me with this guitar, it wasn't gimmicked right, it fucked up, gave me an injury, okay, fine. But like to somehow say that getting hit with the guitar turns you into a drug addict, like, come on, bro. Like, you were already like known, like infamous for it.
Very funny. You just take a look at what happens a little later on. You'll understand it better. Return Southern heavyweight match. Brickhouse Brown and the King.
Returning
you
the
into a drug
burn. It was
addict.
sizzling hot the last time, King Redneck.
Oh, shit.
But you know what, sucker? I took everything that you had to dish out, and I'm still standing here talking like I want to talk, doing what I want to do, looking only as the brick house can look. And I'm going to tell you something right now, brother. Count your days, because I'm going to tell you, you're going to be through dealing.
Brickhouse Brown. He'll be going after the King's title, and that's
Yeah, I'm a big
just
Jake
one
fan.
of a great
I
scrap.
don't understand.
I'll have the
He's
entire card for
a
you
lot
a
of
little bit later
excuses.
on. But remember, 8 matches, July Spectacular, no increase.
I met Jake, I don't know, probably at least 2 or 3 times over the years. He would visit my, like, the churches in my area when I was a kid and into, like, being a young teenager. And every single time he'd be selling different t-shirts, like the one that I think the one I still have says Jake Roberts Ministries, but like every time he would relapse and then form a new nonprofit to tour and talk with, it would be like a different ministry name on it. But yeah.
In price Wednesday.
Incorporate sucking.
Let me ask you a question. Where's Dave Bryan at?
The rubber WCW figures with wire in them. Gosh, I don't think I do.
Dave is gone today.
I remember the hard plastic ones, but I don't think I remember the ones with wires. Or if I do, I don't. Like they're in like a locked corner of my brain.
Bruno, which is no cause for you to come whipping up here and grabbing it. Yeah, that microphone.
This microphone works good, because I'm going to use it. Look at this guy. Eddie
Moondog Spot.
Yeah. Look at that, baby. That's right. Mama says it be that way sometimes. Look at this guy. He don't have a prayer. He don't have a prayer. This ain't even the guy we were scheduled to wrestle, as far as I know. I guess our opponent, Dave Johnson, just didn't have the guts to show up, so we got Maddox.
Man,
and look at that, the flying shoulder breaker. 1, 2, 3. That's all she wrote, baby. 4-2K Boulevard. It's like Mama says it be that way sometimes.
54
Perfect
seconds.
Moondog
Exactly what
match.
it
Mark
took.
the drug addict fusion. That's true.
54 seconds.
Many hours of evidence to
Moondog
back that up.
Spot comes out victorious, and as he whips him in, he picks him up, crotches him, and drives the shoulder
stiff.
right into the knee. Covered.
The problem that happened is that, as usual, this guy's wearing his knee pads on his shins.
This is a tough son of a gun, boy, and let me tell you, you got to have
That's a
plenty of
sick-looking
speed to get
shoulder
around
breaker.
him. Moondog Spot, the winner of the match. Downtown Bruno didn't take very long with his man in 54 seconds coming out victorious over Ed Maddox.
I like the way he does it because whenever usually people would just like hit and then flow directly into like dropping him out, but like you can see him impact and then he takes like a half second and then he tosses him down. Like it's just that impact makes all the difference.
Pardon me, I didn't mean to run off and leave you here.
You know that was the last you're going to see of me. Well, you're wrong. See, because now I like to bring out a tag team called the Clones. Okay? It's about 327, 328. I like to bring them out right now. Get them in the ring.
Oh, we heard about them, right?
What is it with these clones, Bruno?
Hey, let me tell you something. We're talking about the future. We're talking about 1999. We're talking about
1999, the Clones.
Something bad, something good, something different. It's like Mama says it be that way sometimes. The future right there in the square circle, Lance Russell. The future. Oh, yeah.
The Clones.
Downtown Bruno informs me that they don't have names, that they go by numbers. 327 and 328. And their opponents today across the ring, Big William Thompson. Robertson.
My favorite WrestleMania 3. I would say the WrestleMania 3 is probably like one of my like all-time favorite like anything ever. I love WrestleMania 3.
Freezer and his partner Jim Jameson. The opposition, first time we've had a look at him.
New Coke.
Downtown Bruno's
who are the
brand
clones,
new tag
though?
team, number 327 and 328.
They hyped them up last
with
week.
referee Jerry Calhoun. Here we go. Well, that's you'll have to take my word for it. That's 327 in there. These guys look exactly alike. They're built exactly alike. And I guess that
Two Baron Von Raskins.
And we got Jameson over here. Hey, you know what the fact is? It's the clowns against the clowns.
you were talking about the comedians out of work. Yeah, he's in there watching.
I thought we were back in OVW for a second with the Damager. In Your House 95. Jack Victor.
They've lost me now.
Right here, 1987, baby. The future. Right here, the clones. The future of professional wrestling. We're talking about the future Southern Tag Team Champions. We're talking about the future king of professional wrestling right
Okay,
there.
let's see the
The clones. Either one, baby. They're the same people. Mama says it means that way sometimes.
Thompson is in the ring, and one of them will say 328 has him. On the other side of the ring, it's 327. Just viciously going. I have no idea. It looks like something that would come out of your imagination in one of your wild.
Okay, so the clones are Mike and Pat Kelly. I don't know much about them, but they wrestled from 1969 to 1987. They held titles in the AWA, NWA Central States, NWA Gulf Coast, Stampede. It looks like maybe I don't know. It doesn't look like they had a lot of matches from what I can see, though. Or they didn't have a lot of matches together as the clones.
His dreams.
Yeah, I think
Over the top with a suplex on the big freezer. He got him with a count of one and jerked his head up.
Kelly
go back to
twins.
football because there ain't no place for him.
Oh, man, Kelly.
Over there, standing there pathetic. Look at him. Jameson, he's a big talker. He's all talk, though. You tag him in the ring, baby. You tag him in, he can't do nothing. He's just like this guy. Mama said it'd be that way sometimes.
These are the clones of downtown Bruno. 327 and 3.
Oh, thanks, Dennis. Yeah, Heroes of Wrestling is way up there. I could never replicate WrestleMania 3 as a promoter, so I would try to replicate Heroes of Wrestling as a booker.
328. Going again.
We might be talking about that, too.
You were there at SummerSlam? Oh, that's amazing, man.
Shot him with a big forearm.
What Jameson trying to come in the ring? He don't got that guts. He don't got a clue. No.
And these guys are a referee's nightmare. Not only do they break the rules, you cannot tell them apart.
Well, it's getting even time, baby, because referees don't treat me very well. Certain referees. So, hey, it's getting even.
Gee, I can't imagine
Kelly
why.
twins.
Oh, I can't. It's called jealousy, baby.
Oh, is that what it is?
Ooh, man, he laid that
He
in.
got a Calhoun standing. He got
Thompson
no
goes
he got
down.
nothing but a green shirt. Ain't nobody listening to that.
2.5 minutes into the action, and
Yeah,
we
I
get a
know.
count of one. And Jim Jameson has yet to make the official appearance in there, as the clones have been concentrating on William Thompson. There's the tag.
I'm really scared of Jameson when getting in the ring. He's getting scary last time.
Yeah, I noticed.
We won't say that they short guy.
Jim Neidhart's ghost. He visited me.
Jimmy takes a shot to the midsection. Head bounced off the foot of the clone on the outside.
Yeah, Jim Neidhart's ghost visited me, and he told me to stop taking my camera off of the WCW wrestling videos, because that's why they're probably getting taken down. That's what Reddit said anyway. They seem to think that stuff gets taken down way easier, like if you're not on screen. And it did this. We watched multiple WWF and WCW matches, and it didn't take the stream down until I took the cam down.
And now Jim wheeled into the rope.
Man.
One big clothesline. He caught him really with a swinging broadarm. Going for a half crab as he sits
That wasn't
down
a
on the
clothesline.
spine.
He just like slapped him.
And that is going to be it. Just too much weight
The
on
one-legged
that spine.
crab finish.
As Jim Jameson pitches it in, and I don't blame him, but the referee has yet to break that half crab. And Bruno says, that's okay, that's okay. Thompson dumped down on the outside. 3 minutes, 49 seconds, and the winners in their first...
Jeannie Wasung has wisely kept herself with a very small digital footprint.
appearance on Championship Wrestling. Downtown Bruno's brand new tag team, the Clones, 327 and 328. We're going to take time out. Be back with more action in a moment. Okay, first, before I get into the entire great spectacular card coming up Wednesday in the Evansville Coliseum, I want to remind you folks around the Paoli, Indiana area. That is Thursday, July the 9th at Paoli Junior and Senior High School. Sponsor is the Optimist Club. That's Thursday, July the 9th, Paoli, Indiana. On the 16th, Hopkinsville, Kentucky. On Thursday, July the 23rd, Owensboro, Kentucky at the Sports Center. Now, Wednesday, full card. Boy, you better believe it. 8 matches. Alan West against Tojo. Mark Starr against one of the Clones. Billy Travis against the other one. George Barnes will be going against Jack Hart. And then an 8-man tag elimination for $3,500 going to the final winners of it. Following that, a Mid-America title match with no time, no disqualification. Downtown Bruno in a cage. Moondog and Jeff Jarrett return international with Dundee and John.
Rico wanted to be resituated in his nest, so I brought him in to see everybody. All right.
Johnson after Diamond and Tanaka, and Lawler and Brickhouse. No increase in price Wednesday. Alan West, Jeff Jarrett teaming together. 252 out of Zuma Beach. Alan West from Hendersonville, Tennessee. Jeff Jarrett. And the opposition, rather than Rough and Ready, Rough is here, but his partner today is Rooster Cog.
Hey Armand, yeah, I just got to get my shit figured out. What an awesome, he is a pretty awesome dog. No, he doesn't get in, no. He doesn't really do anything. He's not really an active dog. Like, he always just kind of likes to chill, and then he'll, like, get up and has, like, periods of activity, but typically he just likes to relax for the most part.
Burn. And
he's not high.
Winners is on the outside of the ring. Rooster.
What's up, Break Bread News?
Will be going against Jeff and Alan West. Alan, quite a sizable young man from California. Who's going to be starting? Looks like Rooster will be starting out with Jeff Jarrett. You're ready for it. Bell time. Here we go. That's Rooster Cogburn.
I mean, I wouldn't advise it. Because, like, you don't, like, we don't know how, like, we don't know how what it does to them, really, you know, like, they wouldn't have an understanding of it like we do. So just, like, feeling differently could be a very stressful experience for an animal, you know what I mean? I have given a dog CBD before. I don't know if there's technically a difference, but they make like a pet version of CBD, but it could just be like, you know, a marketing thing. But it worked for what I gave it to him for. He was having some stomach issues, and I gave him some CBD, and like he was fine not too long after that.
You just got blocked out of your picture by Rough.
No, JF, he doesn't have any teeth, man. He's like a real old dog. That's why his tongue hangs out, because he doesn't have any teeth to hold it in. It's pretty common with Chihuahuas, especially ones like Rico. He was bred like to look the way that he looks, a gigantic head, big eyes, you know, and unfortunately, like, that selective breeding has negatives to it. And so he's kind of a little goof, and he was like really badly, well, you saw how little he is. He's just tiny, but he was really badly abused. And then he got adopted by like 3 families, and they all brought him back because he has like a bad attitude. So, but he, you know, that's why I just let him chill. He's been through a lot.
He's in the yellow long tight, and I think, you know, Jeff.
Maybe your dog will get enlightened. I don't know.
What a weird haircut the Rooster's got. Big shoulder puts Jarrett down. Hooks that arm and snaps him over. Nice. But Rooster wasn't through. Took him over. Jeff held on. Tag on Ruff. Ruff and Ready, a team of boss winners, and
I think I've shown this before, but I have a painting of him. Which I think is pretty cool.
Has booked these guys in against some giants, but they're scrappers. There's a tag on Alan West. Bam! Coming down with the elbow is Allen. Rooster slips into the ring. And back out. He is all over that ring. Reversed by West. Tosses him in, picks him straight up, drops him with a backbreaker, and just pitches him off to the side. He's not done with him yet. Alan West. As we roll past the 2-minute mark in action. Allen hanging on to the arm of Ruff. Rooster creating a stir out there. You don't know where this guy's going with it. Here he comes, and Jeff.
Which ritual? Are you talking about the one with the witches? I still got to go talk to them. I have to go physically, like, to their location and talk to them. They don't do, like, text or whatever.
Jarrett starts through the rope.
They don't have a phone at their business.
Dropping down with a leg right at the shoulder. Tag on Jeff. Big elbow.
I mean, I don't know him personally.
Jeff covers one. Rooster comes in. Jeff catches his leg as he was kicking at Jarrett. Jeff catches his leg and makes him pay.
Well, it's all contingent too on whether they want to do it or not. Like, they seemed, to me anyway, like kind of mildly interesting people. They didn't try to upsell me on shit. They told me like the free way to do the ritual that I wanted to do. So I think if they're open to content, but I mean, they might just be like, hell no, we're not going on this weird show.
3 minutes past.
Vegan Patriot.
Ball, 15-minute time limit match.
Open a portal for OPC down.
Rooster Cogburn.
He would have to know ahead of time so that he could go to a fake house that he like dressed to throw everybody off so we wouldn't know where he lived. Because you'd be able to see into his home through the portal, you know what I mean? And he wouldn't be down for that.
And for Reddy, who didn't make it today, Jeff Jarrett right back on the arm, makes the tag on Allen. West, the big, powerful youngster.
How many times is Rooster Cogburn going to wrestle on this card? the other guy didn't show up of Rough and Ready, I bet.
Over to the corner and goes for the wrist. Referee Jerry Calhoun thinks that the shoulders are well off the mat. Boss Winters having no luck at all with this makeup team. And Rooster jumps in, grabs the hair of Alan West.
I don't know if I believe him that he was fully clothed.
Pulls him off of Ruff. And Rooster again. He squeezes out under that bottom rope.
The OPC Don almost got arrested stream is such a masterpiece. And every time I watch it, I pick up on stuff that I missed in previous viewings. It's just such a good stream, though.
He's pretty quick on that right. And Allen takes over once again on Ruff.
Why did he keep emphasizing that he was clothed?
Allen is just murdering Ruff. And just when he's... the Rooster gets his head rattled off that top turnbuckle. Slides out of the ring, and he's a little wobbly-legged. Meanwhile, Alan West continuing to pound away on Ruff. We passed the 5-minute mark.
What a match.
And Allen
Wrap this up.
has not gone for a pin on him. Picks him up in the air, presses him, dumps him down.
In my opinion, if you're going to drag out a squash match, we need to be rewarded as viewers for it. You know what I mean? Like a Joe LeDuc type squash match, okay, drag that out. But like, I think a squash match like the Moondog did earlier would have been fine here. This is clearly, this is not even a regular tag team. This match has no meaning at all. Just wrap it up. There's not good shit happening. Like, it's too much.
Boy, Ruff could do well to tag Rooster and let him in. He's at least pressure. Whip into the ropes. Jeff, big drop kick. Boy, he took his head off. That should be it.
Do you think we could find somebody on Fiverr or something that would be willing to go to the police station and give the police their information in exchange for a link to the body cam download?
Yep. 5 minutes, 46 seconds. The winners, Jeff Jarrett, Alan West, in a rather easy win over Ruff and Rooster Cogburn. Rooster gave him some trouble pecking away here and there, but the outcome of the match is never in doubt. Timeout. We'll be back with more action in a moment.
Oh, that could be true, Delansky.
International Tag Champions Pat Tanaka and Paul Diamond make their appearance in this non-title bout. Managed, of course, by Downtown Bruno, who dubs them as Prime Time. Their opposition today from Minneapolis, Minnesota, John Paul, and his partner from Bartlett, Tennessee, Randy Bryan. Referee
Look
Jerry
at Paul
Calhoun.
Diamond, man. Good Lord.
Pat Tanaka starting out against John Paul.
I mean, he's not the best in ring, but like you figure Vince would just take one look at him and want to sign him. He looks ridiculous. Like his build is crazy right at this point. Like, why didn't Vince do more with him? He's not the best guy, but he could have like gotten built to like maybe like an Intercontinental title shot, even if he didn't win it.
Bell time and we're off and running.
I mean, he was involved in some good matches, I guess, but I just think like as a singles, I think he could have done more with him. Maybe it was he was scared of the drug issue.
Correction. You ended up with the money, but but you didn't win it.
Oh, yeah, the big money, baby. What was it, $3,500?
$3,200. You ought to know you got it.
We had a good time with it. Oh, yeah.
Tanaka.
Oh, yeah, baby.
He almost put him out.
That's the same thing we did.
Doubled him down.
Dundee.
Slammed him right on his shoulder.
That's the same thing Prime Time always does. We're winners.
Well, and he put him under a mask, too, which was kind of weird.
We win battle royals.
Paul
we win
Diamond
wrestling
takes
matches.
over.
We win everything we decide to do. Look at that flag.
Clothesline.
Baby. That's Prime Time. That's where we won that battle royal. That's why we're rich people. But I don't think all these people out there watching the TV Wonderland understand about that. They're all a bunch of stinking, silly, no good rednecks. That's what they are. They don't understand, do they? You don't understand. Nobody understands. I understand because I'm downtown Brittle. I'm from 42 Kane Boulevard. I grew up poor. I've been working ever since to make sure I didn't stay poor. I don't care what anybody ever says. I didn't get to where I'm at easy because I didn't. I worked hard a lot of years, and now I got pride.
Bruno, we really couldn't care less about your life story now. We got a wrestling match.
Some people think I got where I'm at easy, but I didn't. I don't care who says it. You know what? That's Battle Royal winners there. See? And if I didn't manage winners, they wouldn't win the Battle Royal. They won it. Now we got money. That's why they got them nice new tights. That's why they got them nice
Paul
boots.
Diamond, Pat Tanaka.
Pat could have them if you wanted to.
The International Tag Champion.
What do you say, Lance? You talk too much over here.
Randy Bryant being abused by the tough Canadian kid. Boy, he is tough.
Canadian.
Make you no mistake.
What's Randy Bryant got? Lipstick on there or what? Is that lipstick Lance Russell or is that a crimson mask, huh? What is it? Huh? It's like
so at one time, the Orient Express was a Canadian and a Hawaiian.
He has been beat around by Diamond and Tanaka.
That's the way we did it before. That's the way we're going to keep doing. That's the way we're going to do it again. Bubba says it be that way sometimes.
Tag on Tanaka.
Memphis, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, Evansville, Indiana, Louisville, Kentucky. It don't matter, Lance Russell.
Have we talked about this before? How I would have booked Paul Diamond? I would have done everything for Paul Diamond that Vince did for Brutus Beefcake. I think if you give him the Brutus Beefcake, the barber gimmick, Paul Diamond could have like really run with it. And I mean, Brutus got over big time, but the matches sucked and there wasn't like long-term, potential there. I think Paul Diamond could have definitely done the barber gimmick better.
Mississippi, Arkansas, Missouri.
Especially since he understands what it's like to be on the receiving end of a non-consensual haircut. You know what I mean?
Georgia, wherever we go, Prime Time is on top. Prime Time is winners, Lance Russell. We are the champions. The International Tag Team Champions, Lance Russell. Don't you ever forget it.
Yeah, and you're also not above picking up somebody else's money and walking off with it, too.
We won the Battle Royal. We won the Battle Royal.
Randy Bryant trying to crawl to safety, but there's no way out. Tanaka and Diamond have stayed on him.
Brayhan must be one safe because there's no way to get away from Pat Tanaka and Paul Dynasty. Like I always say, when you come against Prime Time, you get canceled. Just ask the A-Team, baby. They try to be on Prime Time.
I think Daninsky's right. I think something's going on. They're stalling until somebody gets there or something's going on. These last couple matches are really stretching out.
Randy Bryant. Paul Diamond leaves him for just a moment to take a shot at John Paul across the way.
Paul
coming in.
Getting a little bit angry, are we, JP? Oh, yeah, put him out, referee. We don't like these cheaters that try to come in the ring around a tag, Lance Russell. We don't like that at all.
Yeah, no.
We don't
Your guys
like
wouldn't think of doing that.
Say what?
I said your guys wouldn't think of doing that, would
Wouldn't
they?
think of it. We don't got to think of it. We're champions.
Or let's say you want to say like, well, Beefcake, even though like whatever, he got over, so let's not fuck with him. How about you give Paul Diamond the Corporal Kirshner gimmick? I mean, I think he could certainly, there's no downside to replacing the guy that played Corporal Kirshner and just giving that part to Paul Diamond, and he could have done a way better job with it. The Corporal Kirshner looked like a drunk. He looked like a sloppy drunk representing our military. Like, imagine if like shredded Paul Diamond comes out.
Battle Royal winners. We're good looking. We're beautiful.
Hey, what's up, Randy?
With that sidekick.
Oh man, the Zodiac. They made a figure of the Zodiac, but it was like a Target limited edition.
Really
that was a perfect toy character. All the Dungeon of Doom were.
Sidekick. I don't think he's too anxious to tag into the match. Oh, he pretends like he wants to come in because he knows the referee's going to put him on. But wait. What's this guy doing out here? What do you want?
Randy Bryant.
Being back to back and listening to him brag about that money.
It's my money. It's our money.
It's not your money. What do you mean? Dundee won that battle royal, and it's his money, and we're going to get that.
That's it. 1, 2, 3, and
Win nothing.
Tanaka.
He never won nothing.
And
There we
Diamond.
go.
Believe this guy here?
Uh-oh, here comes
The
EFD.
winner, Randy Bryant
What do you
comes
mean,
out.
come here?
Everybody has
He's
heard
got
that.
words for
He's
Bruno.
been out
He says it ain't our
there.
money, Dundee's
Or you put
money.
him
What's
near a
this now?
microphone, he never shuts up. Money, that's what he's got on his mind.
Okay, I want to make it clear in front of you, all three of you guys.
What?
You're out here, Bruno, bragging about winning the battle royal.
I didn't win it. They won it first time.
EFD's come out to shake down Paul Diamond for $306.17.
Bill Dundee won the battle royal. It's his money, and you two guys stole it, and I'm telling you right now, this promotion's not going to put it
Yeah, and he got a figure like during the height too. He got an LJN, but so did Ted Arcidi, I guess.
up with somebody out here stealing money.
We're not going to play this.
Did he ever get another one? Did he get one during that giant Jack's Pacific line? I was trying to think, but I don't remember there being another Corporal Kirshner figure, unless it's like one of the third party ones.
We're not wanting that back right now. We're telling you right now, Paul, we want the money. We want you to go back and get the money right now, or if you don't give it to us, we'll take it out of your check. One way or the other, we're going to get that money, and I'll give it back to Dundee.
What are you talking about? What do you think? You can't take it away.
Please, Paul Diamond, $306.
Right there.
Oh, here we are.
He is exactly the one that won the Battle Royal.
Don't tell it off. But I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you, and I'm going to tell you.
What?
I've been back here 6 weeks, and I don't know if you realize it or not. Ask any one of them folks around here. I don't need Randy Hale, this promotion, to get nothing for me. It's my money, and I want it back. Now, I've kicked...
Like, look at Paul Diamond. You're telling me that he couldn't have had like a 100-time better run than Corporal Kirshner. Like, imagine him just like beating the brakes off of Nikolai Volkov.
an awful lot of can around here for an awful lot of things, and you're not stealing my money, brother. So one of you just walk to the back, bring it right back here, and give it to me, and I'll leave the studio.
Do I think he was using back then? Yeah, but that's all right. Yeah, those D boots are nice.
I'm not talking to you, Jack.
Hey, don't call me Jack, Paul. He spent some of that money. We'll have it all.
Hey,
cowboy boots.
you heard what the man said. Now, it's rightfully his.
What an
Everybody
outfit.
here, everybody in television saw that he won it. It's his money.
Now, I'll tell you something, Daddy.
Looks like we're a
I'll take
Culture
whatever you
Club
got left of the
concert.
cash and just write me a check.
Look at all
But
the
one of you is
varied
going to bring some
outfits
money
on
out
the
to me
stage.
today. Now, tell one of the clowns to go get it, or you go get it.
What are we going to do here, huh?
Okay, we want that money right now.
Okay. All right.
All right.
You know, I'm telling you.
Now, how come it's not masculine anymore to wear skin-tight, silver, glittery pants?
Right now, it ain't your money.
And cowboy
You think
boots.
you're only doing this because we don't want you to be making a spectacle on TV.
Hey,
what?
I've seen better things than you run down the bathroom wall, boy, so don't be getting
Oh,
Hey, let me tell you something, man.
Wow.
You don't come off on him like that. You don't come off on me
Running
like that.
down
Don't
the
you understand
bathroom
who I am?
wall.
I'm downtown Bruno. I'm your lord and master. Just sit it right there, Tanaga. Just sit it right there. But hey,
Just
Dundee.
open up the briefcase and give me the rest of the money, brother, and I will...
Wait a minute.
Stand over there where I can see you.
Hey, let me tell you something, Dundee. You come out here, you're a big
money-
talker. You got a big mouth, boy. Hey, I put
Money rightfully
you got a big mouth, Dundee.
Oh, hey, come on, Pat. Hey, don't. All right.
I love it.
Bruno, I'll tell you what. You're asking.
that is true, Randy. I bet that would be a big reason why maybe Vince wouldn't take a look at him. But I still think, like, I don't know, maybe Corporal Kirshner did cut some promos or something. I think he could at least, like, perform as well as him. But, I mean, if Vince might have heard the accent, too, and been like, we can't have this guy that's got a foreign-sounding accent be this, like, all-American guy. That could have been.
Asking for trouble.
Well, I don't think he ever considered him for it, but you know what I'm saying? Like, in this fantasy situation, that could have been a problem.
They are flat going to get all over you on this.
USA,
Busted
eh?
Bill Dundee. What a sock loaded down. Oh.
Come on, Dundee.
All right, Diamond and Tanaka. You had enough trouble for taking a man's money. Sneak up and you got to jump him 2-on and hit him with a sock.
Yes,
Where's Randy Hales?
That's what happens. See, people like Dundee, they're thieves. I hate thieves. I hate people that try to steal money. I hate people that steal other people's girlfriends. I hate people like that. And this guy's the kind of guy that does that kind of thing. This guy. Let me tell you something, Donnie, or Dundee. Let me tell you something, punk. This is what happens to you, see. This is what happens.
You better get him to stop it.
Hey, Lance Russell, that's prime time. You don't cancel prime time. No.
They want their money now.
I love it. I love it.
Get him. Yeah, thank you, Jerry.
Thank God this asshole came in. Put his ass down.
Hey, yeah.
Oh, no. What are you doing, Rocky?
Pat Tanaka nails Rocky Johnson right in the head with that sock loaded with
Oh, my
money.
God, all the blood.
There's your two legends right there. You want your money? Look at how good old stuff
It
there
looked
right
good,
now.
too, man. He cracked him right in the head. I'm sure it doesn't have coins in it, though. For a bar of soap.
Come on, Johnson, get up.
He's bleeding everywhere. What a
Yeah,
mess.
baby. Mama says it bees that way sometimes. I love it. I love it. What's the matter, huh? Rocky Johnson, Bill Dundee.
Whenever I think of like blood and like being close to the crowd, I remember at when the Carnage crew and Ring. I think I talked about this before, but it always cracks me up to think about it. The Carnage crew were fighting somebody in Ring of Honor, and I was in the front row next to this guy named Anthony Ammo, A-M-M-O, Ammo, and he had on like a really nice. He looked like he was dressed like in some really expensive clothes. And somebody from the Carnage crew like got thrown up against the guardrail, and some blood splattered onto his shirt, and he like looked over at me and he was like, "I'm not okay with this." And I was like, "Oh, okay."
Wait a minute. Rocky Johnson would have no business out here. He didn't have no business out
I can't believe you're like allowed legally to bleed on people.
There's no increase in price in Evansville, Indiana. You got all kind of doggone things going on.
He
An
lost
8-man
all
elimination
semblance of
match. You got a
control.
Mid-America
Pandemonium.
title match, international
Police
title,
on that.
Southern heavyweight title. One of them we're really going to be looking forward to is when Jeff Jarrett goes against the Moondog. But I do love where you
Oh,
got
my
Bruno
Lord. Look, he's in
in
his
a
pajamas here.
cage.
You said it, Lance. He's in a cage this week. Bruno, you're going to
Ricky
be
Morton.
padlocked in that cage, and there's no way you can get.
What's with this? Did he do something different to his hair? I feel like his hair looks different. Downtown Bruno tries to get that over so much that Mama says it bees that way sometimes.
Get out. I don't have to worry about you throwing my foot off the rope or putting the Moondog's foot on the rope. I don't have to worry about you getting the bone and giving it to the Moondog. You're
I don't
out
gotta
of the
worry
picture
about
this
you
week,
getting the bone.
Bruno. Now, Moondog is just going to be me and you, one-on-one. Now, you held the title when you came in this area, and I won it from you. And since then, it's been a sort of a seesaw battle. But this week, I'm looking forward to getting the belt back, and I'm going to keep it.
You got Bruno where you want him, and I love that part of it. I tell you somebody I'm glad to see back in Evansville, and that's Brickhouse Brown, because this guy's looking for him.
You got that right, Lance, and I want to tell all the people in Evansville something. If they thought they saw some pretty fireworks and some big fireworks on the 4th of July, well, I can assure you, you ain't seen nothing yet until you come down to that Coliseum this Wednesday night, because I got some real fireworks in store for the Brickhouse Brown. Now, he likes to come out here, Lance, and shoot his mouth off. I'm sure he told you and everybody about he beat me all over the Coliseum last week. Ha! Let me tell you something, Brickhouse Brown. I've told Eddie Marlin that I don't care when, where, what time of day or night it is. Anytime he can get you in the ring with me, I'm going to be there. I don't care how far I have to fly, drive, or walk, or crawl on my hands and knees to get to you, boy. I'm going to get you.
I don't care if I have to go to Memphis, Tennessee, or Evansville, Indiana.
Take my fist and I'm going to ram it so far down your stinking throat they'll need a crane to pull it out. So you be there, big mouth Brickhouse Brown, Wednesday night, because I'm going to beat you within an inch of your stinking life.
Well, you hear it coming right from the king. Brickhouse, you better listen Wednesday.
Bring that back. Bring back stinking. What a great insult.
Mercy,
An inch of your stinking life.
It has been one of those days already in there. We've got still money everywhere around where Tanaka and Diamond suckered Bill Dundee with that sock full of coins and then got Rocky Johnson when he came out to help Bill. As Keith Eric is in the ring.
Check it out. Keith Eric, he's got his big match here against the King. I can't wait to watch this. But then on top of that, it looks like he's got his black Billy Jack Haynes outfit on again this time.
Here comes the King.
He hasn't had that. He hasn't worn that for a while.
Introducing on the left, Keith Eric, and there was King Lawler. Referee Jerry
Green or blue? Oh, it's blue.
For action.
I saw the knee pads and hope for the best.
Boy, what a pleasure to be able to sit down and enjoy a
or the
wrestling
fairgrounds,
match
yeah.
downtown Bruno busting your
Anywhere
ear.
in that general region.
And all he's busted. This guy busted up Dundee and
bring back the
Rocky
green trunks, man.
with that sock full of money. Keith Eric now complaining about Lawler using the tights.
What do you think about the orange and yellow? Kind of interesting.
And as Eric
Fire
went
and
to beat him
flame
out of the
edition.
corner, Lawler grabbed onto the ropes. Now, that is what Beelan is all about. Chunk Keith Eric across the ring into the turnbuckle.
You think so?
Starting into the second minute of action with Keith Eric, Jerry to King Lawler. Dave Brown
The ketchup and
not with
mustard.
us today, but he will be back next week. Stung him with a right hand, and the referee tells Lawler, come on, get off the fist. Eric circling Lawler, finally tangles up with him and drives him over
I'm going to take it back. I want to listen to this. I think a guy in the crowd yells, "Brick house ain't shit," or something like that.
to the rope. And stung him with a right hand, and the referee tells Lawler, come on, get off the fist. Eric circling Lawler.
Oh, Brick
finally
House, he didn't do
tangles
that
up
or
with him
something
and
like
drives
that.
him over to the rope and speared him in the head right at the collarbone.
I've also got on
Pounded down
sunglasses.
on the
Yeah,
back of that
it looks
neck. Oh,
it
yeah.
looks red through my
Busted him on
normal
the
eyes,
headbutt.
and then orange through my
Right hand,
sunglasses.
a whip. And Lawler catches
Oh yeah, of course.
him waiting for the backdrop and kicks him with the top of the foot right up under the chin from the second rope. Lawler flies out 1, 2, 3.
I like these. I really like the Lawler and
And the
Dundee
king.
singles matches.
2 minutes, 13 seconds. Jerry, who got up all.
I feel like they're used more here than they were in WWF, but it's not like it's not overused. You know what I mean? But man, when Hogan would have the little singles matches, I would always be like so hype. And I remember one time I was like disappointed because he was wrestling the Genius, and then it turned out to be like a great match.
On the rope and came flying off.
He still looks like
And
condiments.
He nailed Eric
So-
hard with that right hand. Brickhouse.
Brickhouse is over here.
Brickhouse Brown is supposed to be up in the ring in here. Please, hey. You up in the ring, Brick.
Come on.
You got the next bout coming up here.
Don't worry about that right now, Lance. What's wrong with you, man? What do you mean?
Wow.
What do you mean what I mean? You just lost to that pot-bellied hick, huh? What do you mean, man?
Oh
Come on,
shit!
Brickhouse. Now, the guy just lost a match. No point in beating around on him.
You lost in front of him like that in front of thousands of people, millions? What's wrong, huh?
Yeah,
Come
Lenny
on,
Poffo.
Brickhouse. Get up in the ring. You got a match coming.
That ain't the way I showed you. That ain't the way I don't work.
Oh man, come on, Brickhouse.
Brickhouse Brown coming out here jumping all over Keith Eric for losing a match to Jerry Lawler. Hey, come on, Brickhouse, will you quit it?
What is that? Just like a weight belt? Oh man, he's gonna kill him.
Jerry, get that guy up there in the ring. Hey, you want to find out what he faced? There he is, right
Oh, boy.
there.
Here comes Lawler sticking his nose in where it doesn't belong.
Beat by Lawler.
What did any of that have to... Why is Jerry Lawler interjecting himself into this situation? He was just pulling that guy's tights during the match, and now he's coming out to White Knight for him? Come on.
Brickhouse-Brown.
Foundational Black American Brickhouse-Brown.
Watch him, Keith.
Also, on the High Spots page, they have tons of amazing Brickhouse-Brown, like, shoot interviews, and he had, like, a TV show that was kind of interesting. His shoot stuff was always really good to me.
Jerry Lawler hops up in a
Big time drama.
Over there following Keith Eric out. Brickhouse has a match that's scheduled.
He's supposed to wrestle. He just left.
And I don't know whether he is calling it a day or not. Came out here and he got a hold of somebody who had just lost a match, and he starts punching around. John Paul, who is scheduled to go against Brickhouse in a single match, is out. Well, let's see if we can get back here and ring the bell to get him out here. And at least, if nothing else, we'll end up getting a forfeit on. Here comes Brown.
Oh, here we go.
What a noble, charming
Vigilante
effort that was to
justice
punch
from the
around
king.
Keith Eric, who had just finished losing a match with Jerry Lawler. Brickhouse-Brown, Miami, going against Minneapolis's John Paul. Expiration of time match as the Brick flies in with a leg drop down on John Paul. Boy, we've always liked John Paul in the ring.
We've always liked John Paul.
Young fella, and while he hasn't won every match he's had being in there, he's
okay. Lance Russell is got the mop out. He's beyond the broom. He's now mopping up for this guy. Doesn't win all of his matches. Dude doesn't win any of his matches. Come on, Lance.
Certainly has showed a lot of people, just like Brown.
That's why people don't trust the media
Raked across
statements
the
like
eyes
that.
by Brickhouse. Boy, that gets me when he comes out here talking to Keith Eric like a dog and beating on him like that, saying, "What do you mean losing?"
now he's a tough guy now that he's getting beat up. Oh, that made me so mad.
Got no business doing anything like that. John Paul coming back at him. Whips him across the ring. And as John Paul comes in, good move. He double leg dived. He rolled him back. Got a foot on the rope. 1, 2, 3.
That finish was sus, but okay.
And the win.
I like how he went out of his way to make sure that he won by cheating. It was just kind of awkward.
In about a minute and 26 seconds is going to go to Brickhouse-Brown, and now the crowd trying to tell the referee.
Yes. See, I like this.
That he had.
Some people might say, oh, well, this guy's supposed to be beating Lawler and he's having to cheat to win. No, he's not having to cheat to win. He's not cheating because he has to. He's cheating because he wants to. Like, there's a big difference to me.
The foot up on the rope, that's not enough. Foul mood today is Brickhouse. Not
John
only
Paul
slugged Keith Eric around after his match with Lawler. Oh, here comes Jerry.
Typical Lawler, right? He's got this guy standing right next to him that's about to collapse, and he's worried about where Brickhouse is going and lets John Paul fall right on his fucking face.
Want to stay around to have any part of him.
Wow.
Minute 26 seconds. Brickhouse was your winner.
Oh, crowd is nuts. I love it.
Over John Paul, but he did it. I will give him credit for one thing. He made a super move in the double leg dive and getting Paul back down. Then he had to go and hook his foot up over the rope in order to get a 1, 2, 3 pin.
Get out of the ring.
So at 126, Brickhouse gets the official verdict on it. Here comes Bill Dundee, who last time we saw him.
Oh boy, let's get Bill to
Boy,
weigh in.
he still does not look good. He and Rocky Johnson were jumped by Diamond and Tanaka.
You know something? I ain't going to
Interesting
scream and
choice.
holler. I'm just going to tell you something, Brickhouse Brown. Until excited I am now, I'm calling him Brickhouse Brown, Outhouse Bruno, or whatever you call yourself.
Outhouse
Diamond and
Bruno.
Tanaka. Now you come out here and said you got the clones, and you got the Moondog, and you got Diamond and Tanaka. Well, I'm going to tell you something, brother. You ain't taking over this town, because I just got off the phone to Australia, and George Barnes is going to be here. Jerry Lawler's already here, and the soul man Rocky Johnson's here, and that's all it takes to get rid of you. Now, when we get you in the ring, brother, we're going to beat your brains out. Now, I asked you for the money, and you didn't want to bring it out here. That's fine. I've been beat up before. Well, I'm just going to tell you something, Bruno. Before you leave this time, Jack, you're going to be busted, disgusted, and broke. And that's a promise from me and the Soul Man and anybody else who wants to get on the phone.
Old Brickhouse is getting to his car because they know the fans aren't going to leave while Dundee's talking. So this gives Brickhouse Brown a couple minutes to get his shit and get the fuck out of there.
What we're talking about here, you think because you can come out here and split our heads wide open on TV and we spill a little blood. But let me tell you something. You get my main man Dundee and you hurt him. And then you come out here and you hurt me. Well, brother, when he hurts, I hurt. And when we hurt, brother, we get down, and we don't care. You might have won the war, but you didn't win the battle, Big Daddy. And we don't care where we go, what we got to do, and I'm going to do it, and so is my partner. You're going to look at a whole new, different soul man now, because there's nobody going to embarrass me, because I've been embarrassed many times before. So Diamond Tanaka, we don't care where you're at, we're going to catch you.
Nobody's going to embarrass Rocky Johnson because Rocky Johnson's been embarrassed many times before. Boy, I guess.
Like I said, Lancer, you can tell that little pipsqueak how bad George Barnes was when you get Barnes, Lawler, the Soul Man, and the Superstar all on one side, Jack. We're tearing this place apart.
Okay, Billy, we got to get out of here. We'll take time out. I do not envy Diamond and Tanaka. We'll be back in a moment.
Oh, yeah. I mean, to me, it's felt like... I feel like Memphis has been hot-shotting for a year now. We've had that one little break where things slowed down and to gear up for this reset. But then it's not like after the reset happened, it's not like there was a gradual buildup. We went directly, we kept going in the Tommy Rich, Bill Dundee, Jerry Lawler, and who was the other guy that was an Austin Idol feud? Like, I feel like things have been going like 100 miles an hour for a long time now. But this is, according to the things that I've read in the podcasts I've listened to, like 87 is considered like when all of the hot-shotting kind of, you know, they had to pay the penalty for all that at some point. And this is, in theory, the death of the territory as far as being like a really, really hot territory. It still sticks around, but it never gets back to that point again. Whoops.
Scrambling action here today, man. I want to tell you what. We not only had 7 matches in the ring, we had a little extracurricular activity on the outside when Dundee did what was justifiable in his case, and that was come out to get his money.
Hot-shotting the territory right now.
They took the doggone money from him. Management's always already made it clear they are either going to get the money back to Dundee, or they're going to take it out of a check. Well, Tanaka and Diamond got a briefcase, and inside of it was a sock filled with coins. Busted Billy open. Rocky came out to help him. They jumped Rocky from behind, and that took care of that little action. Let me run over all of the bouts that we had today. Rocky Johnson, Bill Dundee with a win over Keith Robertson and Rooster Cogburn. Moondog got a quick win over Ed Maddox. The Clones making their first appearance for downtown Bruno were victorious over William the Freezer Thompson and Jimmy Jameson. Jeff Jarrett and Alan West were just entirely too much for Ruff and Rooster. And it was Paul Diamond and Pat Tanaka winning over John Paul and Randy Bryant. Lawler over Keith Eric, and then Eric took a little shellacking from Brickhouse Brown. I couldn't remember his doggone first name. Thinking about Brown, and then Brown.
Sorry, remember we watched that Ohio Fed? I can't remember if it was like Dick the Bruiser or who it was. But like on their normal TV show, every single match like had color in it, and they were like the least like intense feuds. Like there was no need for it, but like everybody bled.
Brown came up victorious over John Paul with the help of foot
VP
on
got
the rope
cake.
and
She
various
sat on
other
a cake
things
the other day. Did you guys see? If anybody that watches VP, did you see her sit on the cake? I thought that was pretty interesting.
So 7 matches, plenty of action, and
she only ate the parts of the cake that her ass didn't touch. By the way,
son of a gun, it was a scrambling day today. Brother Dave is going to be back with us next week, and we certainly hope that you're going to make it a point to come back here and join us as we'll be looking for more championship wrestling. You have not, by the longest stretch of the imagination, heard from the end of Bill Dundee and Rocky going against Paul Diamond and Pat Tanaka. We, in fact, heard an
shout out to Dave Brown. We're learning that even a skilled professional like Lance Russell, if they've had a few drinks, will fall apart during the wrap-up.
Announcement from Bill Dundee that I am absolutely stunned about. He said, George.
Yeah, man, she sat right down on the cake. I think Lawler was one of the few people, and everybody else, obviously the other people in the creative team and ownership roles, but like that were content to stay where they were, and I think that helped buy them a lot of time. Like instead of having to expand or trying to compete or whatever, they were just like, we're just gonna stick to our little area.
George Barnes is coming. For you folks who don't know George Barnes,
I gotta be honest though, I mean I saw the video. VP got a big booty, and I feel like the whole cake got sat on. It's just my controversial opinion, my hot take.
You're going to be seeing one tough individual. See you next week. Till that time.
Would I eat cake squashed by Vegan Patriots ass for your birthday? If she had showered beforehand, yeah.
Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.
In an unknown cleanliness situation, no. But like if she was freshly showered, yeah, why not? You gotta live a little. Okay.
Match of the day.
We are picking up direct. Look how good this looks. Oh my lord. This looks amazing. So this is the next show, July 11th, 1987, CWA Championship Wrestling out of Memphis, as seen by the Evansville, Indiana television audience. What a crystal clear picture.
We will have the clones in here.
Beautiful
327 and 328 in a tag team match. Brickhouse Brown will be here. The King, Jerry Lawler, comes up later on. Big 6-man tag team match. One of the teams, Rocky Johnson, Bill Dundee, and George Barnes. Familiar pairing there, huh? From years past. All of that coming up today. Some big action.
Got some interesting videotape, too, that I think some of the folks are going to enjoy out there. How are we going to get it in? We're going to stop talking, and we'll be back with action coming up in just a moment.
Yeah, there's lots of VP in the bikini stream.
Get into that right now. What I'm going to get into is Jeff Jarrett. I've been dying. I've been miserable. I've been unhappy.
I'm smoking a little bit of... I have a little bit of Dutch Dragon left. I figured in tribute to Dutch Mantel, I'd smoke the last of that. And then I'm also got some goon berries.
Happy because he came like a thief in the night, see?
Hey, Doug.
Like a Puerto Rican guy. You know what he did? He came along and he stole the Mid-America title off the Moondog. Just stole it, ran like a thief in the night. I didn't know what to do about it, but then I remembered I had something in the back of my mind. I had a master plan, see? And all of a sudden now, Jeff Jarrett's got this big clown, Big Bubba, this no-account goof. These people love him now. I think he's a hero or something like that. But what do they know anyway? Same as the viewing audience out there, they don't know nothing. They don't have a smell. Well, Big Bubba and Jeff Jarrett thought they were going to be a tag team, and maybe they had ideas about maybe signing.
Well, anything with goon in it, I'm going to at least try the strain just on the off chance it's some kind of like supercharged goon strain.
A match against Jeff Jarrett, against the Moondog and myself, you see what I mean, trying to get me in that position. But they didn't realize that I had a little bit of a surprise. Not like an old song by the Carpenters saying, I'm up on top of the world, because I got a surprise for Jeff Jarrett and for Big Bubba and for you and for all these people out here. And hey, let's let it speak for itself. I think you got a video, see? I think you got a video. I wish you'd tell the cameraman or whoever to play the video, and I'll let that speak for itself. And, it's a surprise.
I haven't seen it yet, but let's roll it and see what he's got on his mind. on.
Mama says what? Oh, yeah, here we are, downtown Bro. Everybody wonders where Parts Unknown is. They hear about Parts Unknown. Here we are, Parts Unknown.
What in the world is
Jeff
this?
Jarrett, Big Bubba, caused me a lot of problems. Jeff Jarrett goes around and he steals the Moondog's title. He caused me nothing but problems, him and Big Bubba. Now, it's finally
The wild
I've been waiting a
goonberries.
long, long time for this. I'm waiting for
What
time
in
to
the
be right.
world is this?
Hey. Calm down there. Here. Hey, been waiting a long, long time for this. Finally, the time's right to bring in the brother
X-ray
of Moondog.
vision, wow.
This is Moondog Spike. Moondog Spike's brother. This is the run of the litter. Ha! Now it's time to get even. Now I think I better take care of him here a little bit.
Yeah, this is some Boyd content.
All right, time to eat now. Hey, come on! Come on! Hey! Back up! Hey! Back up! Hey, settle down here now. Come on! Come on!
Is this another Moondog?
Hey, Dad.
They have to socialize the Moondogs. What a great storyline.
You know, let me tell you something. Big Bubba and Jeff Jarrett, they thought they were tough. They thought they were bad, but they never came up against Moondog Spot and Moondog Spike before. Nobody
Moondog
ever seen
Spike.
Moondog Spike before. Now the first time. Ain't nobody or nothing can stop us now. Just like on 42K Boulevard. You mess with downtown Borough, you gotta get hurt. And now Jeff Jarrett, you're gonna get hurt. You don't like me, listen. You hung me on the ceiling, did all kind of stuff to me. But see now.
Tribute to Vinny Slugger.
Now you're gonna get Moondog Spike. Hey, settle down. Moondog Spike, Moondog Spot. Big Bubba, you thought
What a
you were
great
tough,
segment
didn't you?
this
Well, you
is.
ain't tough no more, Big Bubba. It's like mama
Yeah, true. Shout out to Vinny Slugger.
says it bees that way
I
sometimes.
miss you, big homie.
Well, you got appropriately. You need
More
a his
Moondogs
and
than
his
Dudley.
for those two.
Moondog Spike. No.
I think Dave's channel, or is either Dave's channel or Pont Flair, told me that Goliath wrestled as Moondog Splat.
Nobody ever said I could do it. Nobody ever gave me no credit. Moondog Spike. Now, Jeff Jarrett and Big Bubba, you got the walking Q-tip and the big mountain with legs, see? What are they going to do now? You got the downtown connection, you got the prime time, you got the clones, you got the Moondogs. What can you do, Lance Russell? You can't beat downtown Bro. Jeff Jarrett thought he might have a tag team partner. Big Blubber, right? Big Blubber. The guy, I carried the guy for 7.5 months. Oh, come on. Get these two punks out of here.
I would leave if I were you, Bruno. Very good idea. Hi, Jeff.
How you doing, Lance? Got the big man with me today, Lance.
Yes, sir. Going to see you guys in action for the first time as a tag team.
That's right, Lance. It seems to me that Bruno's in a little state of shock. I believe he's panicked, Lance. We got a match coming up against the Moondogs, and I'm not telling them short. They're big and tough, and they got a new guy here. What they call him, Spike or something like that. Now he's
Spot
a big
and Spike.
Spot and Spike. They look big
Big
and tough.
Bubba's still
but I got
around,
my
but
Mid-American belt back,
babyface.
and I couldn't ask for a bigger partner. If them guys want to throw chairs, we'll throw chairs. If they want to throw chains, boards, it doesn't matter. Me and Bubba are ready to meet the challenge. Tell them, Bubba.
I'll tell you, Lance, you say this new Moondog Spike's supposed to be the roughest, the toughest, the craziest, the meanest, the baddest Moondog of them all. He's been locked in a cage for 10 years or something like that. They've been throwing him food, scraps, whatever. Well, let me tell you something. When me and Jeff Jarrett get finished with him inside this ring, we're going to send them both home with their tails between their legs.
That's right, Lance.
Sound like a good place for the Moondog. Jeff Jarrett, Big Bubba. He was talking about if they want to throw chairs, he's got a guy with him that could throw the ring if he wanted to.
Big and strong, Big Bubba.
I like his promos, and I like when they put him on during a match that's maybe not too exciting, and he just yaps over the entire thing. Oh, also, I DM'd Bethadone Clinic and asked her if she would do a yap session about the New England serial killer, and she said she had some videos already picked out, and she was just kind of putting it off, but she said she will yap about it.
Bubba.
Will
Jeff
Yap.
Jarrett and Big Bubba, total weight 597 pounds. Jeff out of Nashville, Tennessee. Bubba out of Miami. Across the way now from parts unknown, the Thunderbird, his partner out of Memphis, Tennessee, Keith Eric. Their total weight 485. Jerry Calhoun, the referee, says bell ringing time, and here we go. Jeff Jarrett against Keith Harris.
Maxie Slugger, let's be real. Is this, are we living in reality here, or is this part of like is this an augmented reality game that we're playing? What's going on here, buddy?
Jeff.
What happened to Vinny's channel?
Fires Eric into the ropes, off the ropes. Nice move by Jeff Jarrett. Keith Eric comes right back after him, and Jeff puts him right back on the mat and bars the left arm. Keith Eric complaining to the referee. I think he's complaining about hair. He just stuck that forearm out there.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of him as a babyface, but he's still like one of the better like people I want to see.
The wrist lock up top forces Eric down to the mat.
What an interesting combination Jeff and Bubba are. You couldn't have any more opposites. Jeff is on the smaller end of the scale, very quick, excellent athlete, has learned as quick as anybody we know of. On the other side, you got Bubba, and I'll agree with Bruno on this. He is a...
Maxie Slugger, what happened to your dad's channel?
This guy doesn't even know his own strength.
Suspended for policy reasons. Okay, but what happened though? What was the content? Was it because of the phone calls, or?
He can't move as quick and as agilely as Jarrett can, but look at that! What was I just saying? Can you believe he makes a liar, and I'm glad to see it out of him. Goes up with a drop kick, David.
Looks like he's been working out with Jeff a little bit and learning a thing or two.
No way, Big Bubba.
Big and powerful. Oh, back on the ropes. The Thunderbird takes one from Big Bubba. Or a clothesline that won't quit.
And this Thunderbird's a big guy himself.
Yeah, he is. He's about 270.
Maxie, is the account suspended, or is it gone forever, or is it going to come back in like 90 days?
75, maybe even more than that, but he's listed at 275. That's what he claims. Bubba weighing in at 407.
3 Vinny Slugger.
What a big slam, huh?
Yeah, man, just picked him right up. Look at this. The leg crushes the Thunderbird.
One more, let's go. It's a leg drop feast today.
There he is. Here's a cover. This is probably it, too. Yeah, it's over. 2 minutes, 18 seconds. I'm impressed by the team. Jeff Jarrett, Big Bubba. They complement each other well, and they get themselves a victory here at 2 minutes, 19 seconds.
Boy, you would dazzle them with one of them with a strength that Bubba has, and then...
Because I was literally, like, I'm not even exaggerating. I had a 17-minute clip I was going to pull out of one of Vinny's videos, and I got like halfway through the clip, and I came in to check on it to make sure everything was going okay, and the channel had been completely removed in like the 10 minutes since I checked on the clip.
Have to face the speed, just the opposite ends of it, as we said. We got more action. We'll be back to it just a moment.
Squish.
Wednesday, look out. Evansville, Indiana, by golly, it is coming to you. And what I'm talking about, a whole bunch of action is coming in there. Big main event is going to be Jerry Lawler and Brickhouse Brown with some special stipulations. We'll get to that in a moment. Downtown Bruno is very much involved.
Oh, yeah, baby, I got my clones right there in Evansville, Indiana. Well, I show them ugly, stinking hicks exactly what a tag team is, exactly what a tag team Mark Starr and Billy Travis ain't. Then they're going to see who the new Southern Tag Team Champions is going to be. And that's the clones, baby, 327 and 328.
Suspended forever. All that content's gone.
is going to be in there against Jeff, Jarrett, and Big Bubba. Spike is going to show Jarrett and Bubba exactly what a tag team the Moondogs are. And like I said before, exactly what a tag team Jeff and Bubba ain't. And then prime time, baby. Come on in, Diamond and Tanaka. Johnson and Dundee, forget about it.
Hey, this time it's no time, no disqualification in this title match.
That's good, Lance Russell. I want to know what kind of promotion this is. Eddie Marlin, whoever's in charge, what are you doing? It was supposed to be a wrestling match. A man cannot use chairs, posts, tables. Well, they did, and they got away with it to try and take our belts away. Well, Johnson, Dundee, they're still here. And now we got our kind of match. No time limit, no DQ. We know we can beat you 2-on-2, but now we can use those same chairs, those same tables, and same posts are all going to come down on you right there in Evansville. And we are going to remain the International Tag Team Champions because we are the best.
Well, you know that Rocky Johnson and Bill Dundee know a little bit about how to use chairs and chains, so they like this no disqualification.
But as you can recall, who was laying in a puddle of blood?
Oh my God, that was one of the best, worst openings ever. I gotta listen to it one more time. Where are we at? 11:47.
Team champions because we are the best.
Oh my God!
You know that Rocky Johnson and Bill Dundee know a little bit about how to use chairs and chains, so they like this no disqualification.
But as you can recall, who was laying in a puddle of blood last week on TV?
Amazing.
Well, I know why, but this is a different situation in Evansville.
I don't see any different situation about it. We're going to do it every
As you
time
can
we step
recall.
in that ring. So Johnson and Dundee, remember us.
Wednesday.
What a mess. What a delightful mess.
Yeah, we were back. You know, downtown Bruno was out here a little bit earlier, and he was, as usual, running that mouth off. He's got a new group, and if you haven't seen them, we're going to show them to you right now. The Clones, man, these guys came right out of the same mold. Big, and they're mean son of a guns. Take a look at them. We had the opportunity to see in the Mid-South Coliseum in Memphis,
I do have
Tennessee,
a clip,
the Clones in
Maxie,
action. Here they are.
Vinny and
It's been constant pounding.
his dad at Aldi.
Pile driver, and the referee broke it up right in the middle, and that's going
As
to
you
be a
can
disqualification.
recall, we're coming in.
2 minutes and 40 seconds of disqualification.
He popped the nip out for everybody.
2 minutes 40 seconds of disqualification for the use of a pile driver.
Wait, pile driver's illegal again?
Mark Starr and John Paul on a disqualification.
I agree, Randy. He's definitely, it's hard to follow Bruno. I do think Paul's getting better on the mic, definitely since his Joe LeDuc feud, but like, he's not, I mean, he's not going to impress Vince on the mic here, and then that's probably why he ended up under a mask when he finally got there. And put with Fuji. Oh my God, what's happening?
The Clones trying to get a table inside the ring.
Oh my God.
Starr picked up by both of them and popped down hard on the table.
Table match in 87?
Bounced hard on top of the table. They used a pile driver, and it got them disqualified.
Absolute pandemonium breaking loose.
Starr again, bounced down off.
Okay, this might sound nerdy, but don't you think it would be so cool as the villain to be just like beating the brakes off of the good guy, and that vibe of like the bell keeps ringing and like nobody's coming out, and it's in an era where like fans throw acid on people and shit. Like, I just think that would be such a like fun atmosphere. Like the bell going off always is just like an interesting vibe for me.
Off the table. John
Like
Paul
you just
being
know
totally kept out of
it's
the ring.
completely gone now. There's no law
One or
anymore.
the
There's
other
no
of the
rules.
Clones as Starr being brutalized. exact lookalikes. 327 and
suspicious activity.
Turning the table up on the side, and bam, Stars rattled against it again. Once again, John Paul kicked off the ring apron as he was trying to get
Isn't it kind of suspicious that a dog would have a YouTube account?
John Paul never even got into the ring officially, as the time was 2 minutes and 40 seconds. It was a disqualification. Being choked over there by one of the clones, while John Paul's head is rattled off that metal fence around the ring.
Where's security at? Come on, Frank Morrell.
And now
get
over the top rope and down on top of a metal fence that had been turned over. Mark Starr.
Oh, who's going to come out?
Disqualification. Starr and Paul are the winners, but I'll tell you, Billy Travis coming in to help out. Starr was his former partner and still is, except for this match. And Billy was greeted by both of the clones.
Yeah, the timekeepers really kept it going a long time.
Here comes Mark back.
Just like I think it adds a lot to have that like chaotic, everything's like breaking down. Like at the same time, like if you do it too long, then it's like, well, what the hell? Like is there like literally nothing can stop these two guys? Like no one's going to come out from the back or security or something. Like, yeah, I think you can drag it out too long, which is, I think, definitely what's happening here.
Back in the ring, and that is
yeah, I saw Joe's video on the panties. And hearing Hormaxer say Suffa.
Travis thrown out, a knee lift puts Starr down, and a right hand has Paul on his knees. The clone holding on to the throat of Mark Starr.
So more stress for Jeremy.
Jarrett, Alan West. Okay, to the ring. You saw him on videotape. We're going to have an opportunity to see him live and direct right here on Championship Wrestling as Downtown Bruno now bringing him in, Dave.
You're right. The clones.
They're like, hey, these guys that caused all these problems and injuries and stuff, we're going to bring them back on the next show like nothing happened.
Way, Ed Maddox and David Johnson, both out of Memphis, Tennessee. They weigh in at 407. The clones, 327 and 328. Downtown Bruno in their corner, weigh in at 556 pounds. One fall, 10-minute time limit match coming up.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying, like, for me, that, like, really made it, you bringing it up, like, it just registered to me, like, wow, this is going on, like, I figured security would have come out, like, at least by then. But I forget the security here has guns.
Referee Jerry Calhoun carefully watching the goings-on in the corner over here.
Please,
well, you better take a good look at it now.
I promise. I'll do a dedication for Vinny Slugga.
Brother, when that match gets underway, there is no...
I talked about it yesterday to the point that it was upsetting people.
...way that you can tell these two guys apart. You know how we have seen various wrestlers switch outside the ring. There's no way you can tell these guys apart.
No way you can tell these guys apart, Johnson and Maddox. I know exactly what you're talking about. They look exactly alike, don't they? I know that's what you're talking about. Let me tell you about the clones, 327 and 328. Let me tell you something. This is the toughest, the meanest, the baddest, the roughest tag team that's ever walked through the square circle, baby. We're talking about stepping through the ropes. We're talking about bad to the bone, Jack. Ain't nobody can beat the clones. Ain't nobody can match the clones. You know why? Because they're the best there is, baby. The best. And where they're from, none of your business.
Oh my God, Liquid Grace return?
That's interesting. It matters where they're going. And they're going all the way to the top. We're talking about every title, every championship. We're talking about crippling, beating, humiliating every tag team that thinks they're top. We're talking about Rocky Johnson and Bill Dundee.
You know, it came up in my algorithm sorry, was I saw this, like, I see a lot of videos where it'll be like so and so's well-deserved downfall and whatever, like tons of those kind of videos. But I guess Ava made one that was like the never-ending decline of Lalo or something like that. Poor Lalo.
We're talking about Billy Travis and Mark Starr. Jeff, Jarrett, and Big Bubba, they want some of it, they can have some of it. The list just goes on and on and on. You got your Al West out there, people like that. They think they're tough, they think they're bad, but when they come against the clones, they can't do nothing. These guys, nothing phases them. Nothing hurts them, Lance Russell. Do you understand me?
I hear you, downtown,
Bruno. Look on your face like you don't know what's going on, Lance Russell. I know it's early.
Oh, I know what's going.
No, I'm here. I've heard quite a bit about it. I hear about it whenever he has like a spike in activity. But yeah, I heard he's not handling all the this new arc very well.
On, as a matter of fact.
What's going on, huh? Tell me.
I'll tell you what's going on. Downtown Bruno is out here running his mouth about the clones, and we haven't had a chance to even remark about the action. And well, he didn't.
Well, you don't have to remark. It's just, hey, I've managed a lot of tag teams through the years. I got technicians like Paul Diamond and Pat Tanaka. I got my tough guys there, the clones. That's tough guys. I got some maniacs like the Moondogs. I compare these guys to the Moondogs. It's just a little bit different.
Yeah, and who else is really improving on their editing is Ruby. Like, she's always been a good editor, but like some of her latest stuff is like really good. Really like it's like Naptown style stuff now.
State of mind, you could say. Just a tough team, and they look exactly alike, Lance Russell, because they are clones. And I'm sure you don't know nothing about what clones are, so I'm going to tell you. So I'm going to educate you into your ignorance a little bit. Shed a little bit of light on you. See, I know you're happy being stupid, but let me tell you something. What clones are, see, is in the future, everyone's going to look alike. So what I got here is 1995 right here in 1987. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to party like it's 1999, baby. We've been doing it for 4 years already. Mama says it bees that way sometimes.
Randy, Mama says it bees that way sometimes.
Boulevard, and we're going to dance all night long.
Half crab by 327, I assume that is,
Again,
as
it's like
he
Mama
ends up
says
with a
it bees that
submission,
way
Davey.
sometimes, because the clones are the boys, baby. They are the men.
You heard that Vinny Slugga's making another YouTube channel? Yeah, well, good. I'm glad.
Number one, baby. Oh, yeah.
2 minutes, 13 seconds. A submission hold by the clone.
Same
David
name,
Johnson.
same channel.
Boy,
That's
he
fair.
had him crab down and had half crab and was really working on that leg. Johnson had no choice but to give it up. There's no way he was going to get out of it. He was overpowered.
For a fact, and he secured it. He had it up very tight. That's what a lot of guys make mistakes. They don't get down far enough and have it tight. He really had it up tight. And the clones come out victorious in just over 2 minutes. We've got more action. Be back to it in just a moment. AWA Southern Tag Title match when 327 and 328. The Clones will be going for the titles against Mark Starr and Billy Travis. Special challenge match will be a dandy Spike and Spot. That's two of the Moondogs going against Jeff Jarrett, and Big Bubba is his partner. International Tag Title, no time, no disqualification. Diamond and Tanaka defending against Dundee and Johnson. And finally, Brickhouse Brown, Jerry Lawler, Southern Tag Title with very special stipulations. Okay, we're going to be back in the ring in just a moment, coming out right now.
Oh, look at this. Is this King Brickhouse?
Brickhouse Brown.
Oh, King Brickhouse.
Well, the most recent entry into this area came as a referee. He has long since passed that.
Where's the red carpet?
He is out here with Jerry Lawler's crown, a crown which, and I can't put it any other way, Brickhouse Brown stole from Jerry Lawler.
Oh,
hey, the
wow.
King is dead. But long live the Black Prince, baby. What's up?
Oh, man. I bet
something.
the crowd don't like that.
All you people out there saw I beat that King Redneck to within an inch of his life.
That's right.
And the best is yet to come, sucker. So let me tell you one thing right now. You know, I had Lawler beat down not only for a 3 count, but you could have counted him out for about 5 or 6 to 10 minutes. That's
wow,
how
10
devastating
minutes.
that arm came across his neck was. Now let me tell you something right now, Lance. I agreed to those terms simply because
I know you.
Hey, you stole the crown. You just avoid the fact that you went out there
Stole
after
the
Lawler
crown.
had officially won the match by disqualification. You went out there and stole the crown right away from
Yeah,
him.
that's just like something that you would say, because I know you and the rest of all of these pot-bellied, pickup driving, shooter-backer spitting rednecks out here feel the same way.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I don't never have to steal nothing, you understand? I don't never steal hood caps or anything like you think, Lance. Let me tell you
I'm
something
talking
right
about
now.
the crown, Brickhouse, and you know it. That's
Hey,
all I'm
I
referring
took the crown like a man. Now, why don't King Redneck get up off of his you-know-what, come on down and take it back like a man?
Oh, shit.
Well, the stipulation, and I want everybody to understand this, the fact of this Southern heavyweight title match where the title will be at stake against the crown, all Lawler wanted back was his crown. But Brickhouse is the one who said, oh, let's put the stipulation in there of where if I lose, I'll go over and shine his shoes. Now, why you wanted that, I will never know. But
Because I know one thing now. I know you, and like I said, all of you out there watching right now would love to see me just come out here and stand up and say, yes, Mr. Boss, I'll do all I can so you won't be disappointed. I make sure that I do a good job, and I know
Dave Brown.
all of you out there been yelling out, Buckwheat Brown. Okay, I love all. I want you to do a real good job here. But I'll tell you something right now. You don't have to worry about me, Mr. Boss. No, sir. I'll be a real good boy. Yeah, I'll make sure.
Yeah, what happened with that, Randy? Do you know? I saw that she was trying to raise money to make up for I didn't know if it was because she was trying to replace money she had lost in a scam or whether she wanted to scam that amount of money out of people. I didn't really understand what was going on.
I'll be a real good boy.
that's enough of that kind of...
Huh?
Yeah.
You
Yeah,
know you
Brickhouse
love
is
to see
great.
that, and all them rednecks, especially you Hicks, would love to see that. But let me tell you something right now. All you gonna see is just one mean bad to the bone right here. Brickhouse, the Black Prince, thumping and bumping suckers upside their nappy head. And I'm gonna tell you something right now. I'm for real, baby. All you tenderonis out there, put a smile on your face and jump for joy, because Brickhouse is here, and I'm the latest toy.
Well, we don't need any more conversation now.
Wow. Holy
We'll get
shit,
ready
what
for
a
the action
promo.
in the ring, David.
The divorce rate in Memphis
Ron
just
Nations
doubled.
out of
All the
Jackson,
tenderonis
Mississippi,
are filing
standing in
for
the ring,
divorce.
220 pounds Ron weighs. Brickhouse Brown out of Miami,
Hey,
Florida,
Dante's game room.
225 pounds. He hands the King's crown out of the ring. Warm-up jacket comes off, and we are just about set to go with a one-fall, 10-minute time limit match. Jerry Calhoun will be the referee. Ron Nations, young wrestler, against Brickhouse Brown. Brickhouse has to be the favorite
Yeah, that
coming in
whole
here.
segment
He
was
didn't waste any
fantastic.
time grabbing control, did he?
He used that speed right off the bat. Nations went to tie up with him, and right away Brickhouse plants a foot right in the midsection, and he is in control of the action. He not only has quite a body that he spent a lot of time building, but he is quick.
All the tenderonis.
Ron Nations into the rope. Upper arm by Brickhouse Brown. He just planted, and Ron Nations ran right into it. Had no choice. He was coming slingshot off those ropes there, and Brickhouse was in his way. Brickhouse
King
off the rope.
Brickhouse, the home wrecker.
Brickhouse whips him cross into the ropes. And a big, powerful clothesline. Count is 1 and 2. And it's over. Well, it was a minute 4 seconds, and I don't know, Brickhouse might have been able to wrap it up even quicker than that, showing off a little bit.
The people in this row are very happy, though.
No. Brickhouse Brown gets the victory over Ron Nations, 1:04 at the time.
Takes a little time to do a little hot dogging after that. You think that
Brickhouse fan section.
clothesline of Brickhouse is not devastating, brother.
I wonder where Weasel Dooley is in the crowd.
I am telling you one thing. He absolutely took him right out of his shoes. Watch this as he nails him. Bam! Oh, man, oh, man. And Nations, who is a big kid,
what an awkward
feet went
pin.
flying up in the air, and Brickhouse with a simple cover for the 1, 2, 3. So Brickhouse Brown.
Oh, look at this outfit.
Ends up with the victory.
Assembled and embroidered in the United States.
The King! Yowza!
Whoa, this is like a special outfit.
Boy, I love the colorful attire with some
Let me
of the
tell you something,
Lawler
Lance.
paintings on it. Looks
I'm
good.
tired of hearing this fake king.
I sat back there and listened to Brickhouse
Call me
Brown,
Lion
and
Crotch.
I think you summarized the whole thing when you said we don't need to hear any more of this, but we did hear it. I just want to say this to Brickhouse, and especially to everybody out there that's watching. Now, you alluded to the fact that this stipulation on this match was Brickhouse's idea.
That's right.
What he's trying to make some sort of a racial issue out of this whole situation. Let me just say this. I don't like Brickhouse Brown. It has absolutely nothing to do with what color he is. The only reason is I hate you, Brickhouse Brown. I don't care if you are green, blue, yellow, white, black. I don't care. On the inside, you are yellow, and you know it, brother. And that's why I hate
But
you.
he's yellow on the outside
Now,
right
I want
now.
to talk
His
for
entire
just a
outfit
second
is
about
yellow.
the Southern Heavyweight Championship that you see right here. Now, that's what's at stake in this match. Now, as far as I'm concerned, and as far as all of these fans out here is concerned, this is my title. I first won this title in 1974, and I went through the top contenders in the entire world came right into this area and wrestled me. I'm talking about the Jack Briscoes, the Terry Funks, the Dory Funks, the Dick the Bruisers, every one of them, the Hulk Hogans, from the top of the line right on down to the bottom. They all came here and challenged me for this title, and I held on to it. And that's why, over the years, it's been known as the King's title, and I plan on keeping it that way.
Well, then it needs to go to the
Because it means a lot
King.
to me. It represents all the years and all the struggles, and it represents all the years of the fans being behind me. And that's why it means so much. But there's one thing, Brickhouse, that means even more to me than this title.
Okay, if I was in the crowd, I would just simply say, Jerry, you're deluding yourself. You lost. You were out for 10 minutes. That's the King's belt. The guy that I saw, I don't see a crown on Jerry Lawler. I saw a crown on Brickhouse Brown. So if that's the King's belt, he needs to, come and give tribute to the King.
Title. And it's that crown. It's not necessarily the one that you have, but the reason the crown means so much to me, and there are, I'm sure, a lot of wrestling fans out there that have never even heard the name, because the young people that have come along may not have even remember a man by the name of Sam Bass.
It was funny.
But years ago, Sam Bass was my manager. And he was the first man to give me that crown. And it wasn't something that was, it wasn't something that was just bestowed on me for no reason whatsoever. Sam Bass said that I earned that crown. He proclaimed me the king of wrestling, and I've carried that crown with me in every arena, not only here in the South, but all over the world, in Japan, in Puerto Rico, in Canada, and in every state in the Union. And every time I look down at that crown, I think of Sam Bass. Now, 10 years ago, Sam Bass was killed in an automobile accident, but he's still on my mind every time I step in the ring. And like I said, every time I look at that crown. And that's what that crown means to me, Brickhouse. And you got it, and just like Lance said, you know in your heart that you stole it. You didn't earn it, you didn't win it, you stole it.
He's parade gallivanting around in a dead guy's
that is
crown.
going to take it back, and I don't care what I have to do to get it back. If you think you've seen some fireworks on July the 4th, you ain't seen no kind of fireworks till you step in the ring this week, brother.
Oh, about Lawler's hair, I'm not making an excuse or anything, but he is currently recovering after losing a hair versus title or some kind of match like that where they cut his hair.
It's your own idea, but you're right. Everybody is going to enjoy watching you crawl across that ring and shine my shoes.
I always thought it looked like the Rebel Alliance logo too.
Because that's what you're going to have to do, and I'm going to have my crown sitting on my head when you do it, Rick.
The King! A few little well-chosen comments regarding Brickhouse Brown, and a little explanation of the crown, which Brickhouse felt like it was rightfully his because
back-to-back
he
episodes.
blamed the referees for not counting all the other 9,000 excuses you can come up with. We're ready to see the King in action against the big one, David.
Keith Robertson stepping into the ring right now. Keith Robertson out of Memphis, Tennessee. 242 pounds. He's put on some weight. The King still at 234 out of Memphis, Tennessee. The King, Jerry Lawler, ready to go into action right now. Not sure I'd want to be in Robertson's shoes. Robertson's a big guy.
Look at his outfit, but Lawler, look at his
King
boots.
is upset here today.
That's the best move he can make is to go over and talk to the audience rather than face Lawler.
Maybe he should have done it from outside the ring, too. It would have been a better idea. Oh, look at that. Big right hand. He staggered him with that one. Keith Robertson. Robertson says to the referee, he hit me with a fist.
He hit me with a fist.
And he may get hit again with a fist. No, he wheels him out of the corner.
Oh, wow.
Big from Lawler. Robertson. It's hard enough to go when you get off to a good start against Lawler. It's hard to finish good because he is so great in the late stages of matches. So when you get off to a bad start, you're in double trouble.
Uh-oh. The strap's down.
Shot 3 left and then crossed with a right. And Robertson in the corner.
Well, you got to give him that. He got Lawler to the point that he had to use his power-up. That's something. He got his boss bar down enough to panic him a little bit.
Hey, look out. Here's Brickhouse Brown over in the corner. He sets the ring, the crown down on the edge of the ring. Lawler turned around and jumped for the crown, and Brickhouse just stole it away from him as he goes prancing out. And Robertson, he's got a change.
He sure does.
Oh, no.
He
Oh,
globbed
no.
Lawler hard. The King is down. The referee didn't see it. 2, and he reverses it. Holds the legs, has the shoulders.
Awesome. There we go. That's wrestling, baby. That's wrestling.
1 minute, 55 seconds. An incredible reversal there for the King, Jerry Lawler. That's why.
Welcome back, Vince Slugger.
So Lawler comes up victorious, even with the distraction of Brickhouse. Victory over Keith Robertson. We're going to be seeing George Barnes with Bill Dundee and Rocky Johnson right after we take time out for this.
Hit him with a chain. Oh, my God. Can you imagine if he would have pinned him like that?
Match coming up here in just a moment. We're going to get out right now. Rocky Johnson and the superstar, Bill Dundee. And they'll be bringing with them a fellow we haven't seen in quite some time. Boy, there's the superstar. Yes.
Haven't seen him in quite some time.
And The Rock. And the third man coming in is George Barnes.
George Barnes.
Billy.
How you doing, sir?
Rock.
Sir.
Hey, partner.
Now, I've been telling you about this guy for 4 weeks, a lot of long-distance phone calls and an airplane ticket, and he's here. He'll be wandering around today. Now, I'm not saying he's the best-looking guy in the world, just one of the baddest. Now, like Jerry the King Lawler said a while ago, 10 years ago, we came here, and we was pretty bad too, Daddy, and we won an awful lot of matches and didn't care how we done it. So downtown Bruno, Daddy, we're going to have the soul man, the superstar in the ring, beating up on them 2 punks, and right outside the ring is going to be George Barnes, and you don't know what the hell's going to happen to you, punk, because he really doesn't know what he's going to do, and if you don't believe me how bad he is, just ask Rance Russell.
Just move out of the way there, Johnson. Hey, listen, who's the star here? Who come out there to Mars to do with me? Well, I don't care either. I don't care either.
George Barnes, here he is, right
Oh,
here.
boy,
We
George
remember him
Barnes.
from years gone by.
Well, just let me have a look at that profile there, Lance. My God, somebody told me, but I don't tell you who it was, but somebody said that you'd saved up all your money and that you'd had your nose fixed. But, baby, looking at your nose, I think they fixed it the wrong way. They put some more on it, baby. They didn't take any of it.
Well,
Well, have a look at it. You told me his nose wasn't as big as it is. But that's a big... It's not
never had a nose job.
What kind of hat does... Wait, is that the same hat? Yeah, okay. Is that like
He hasn't
a
changed.
police hat or what?
Now, come here. You're going to be in the corner Monday night after you beat up whoever it is you beat up, and downtown Bruno's going to be on the outside, and all you got to do is take care of him, and we'll take care of the rest, okay?
Well, I tell you what, if
Glad
I
to hear
see
it, Vinny.
that dirty, scruffy little yank running around the ring while I'm in that corner,
Counting on
I'll
Buddy,
tell you
one of
what,
my franchise
that
players.
dirty, filthy little scrawny
Part of
bandit,
season
if
2
I
at
ever
Fusion
hit
Studios.
And I get my hands on him. You can't catch him, but I can catch him because I got longer legs
That
than
ass.
you got. And when I get hold of that filthy little freak, I will grind him into the ground. I'll kill him because I don't like him. There should be nobody running around outside the ring.
10 years ago, it was fine to say Yanks. They're all Americans, okay? We're the good guys.
10 years ago, they are still the same as they are now. Where have all you people been? This is the 20th century. Do you know what they are in Australia there? I mean, people like them, they just wouldn't even be allowed in the ring. I don't care what anybody says. Hey, I'm telling you, people like this,
Hold
aren't even
on.
allowed in the ring.
Is George Barnes making the case that he doesn't think Rocky Johnson should be allowed to wrestle?
In Australia. I don't know what you're talking about.
Hey, come on.
Well, this is an interesting choice from Bill Dundee here.
I think we're ready for the ring. We're about...
And they're the baby faces.
I don't know what the match is going to be now.
Yeah.
That's George Barnes, folks.
Rooster
That's
Cogburn.
George. This is a six-man tag team match, and we've got on one side of the ring, you just met him, George Barnes.
Look at this
with
character
Rocky Johnson
here,
and the
man.
superstar Bill Dundee going against them. Rooster Cogburn
I
out of
like that
Jackson,
guy.
Tennessee, Bob Owens, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, and Mike Rose out of Dallas, Texas. Six-man tag team action. Jerry Calhoun, the referee. And George Barnes starts against Rooster Cogburn. Barnes, look at him go.
Oh. Well, why do you say like people like that, people like this, and pointed at Rocky Johnson?
George Barnes came up with the better of it.
Well, he hadn't changed his style any either, Dave.
Rooster tripped up,
What?
rolls over to the corner, makes the tag, and Mike Rose is in there now.
Mike Rose. Now, I'm a big Mike Rose fan
Mike
right
out of
off the
Dallas,
bat.
Texas.
I like his
George
style.
Barnes, the Australian, whoa, dumps him backward.
He's like an American
Then a fireman
version.
carry throw and then dumped him right straight down.
Here's the superstar, Bill Dundee.
Oh my God! Where did they find these guys?
Billy had tagged Rocky, and he just added an extra little elbow.
Some real Boyd made it onto the show.
Good measure. Look at the Rock. Johnson tags back to George.
Is he leaving?
Barnes. Rose.
He gets Rose up in the air, backbreaker across the knee. Rose is a big guy. He weighs at 255. Actually,
Oh my Lord!
one of
This
those
match
people
is
that
not
looks
going
heavier
well.
than he is.
Oh,
Boy, he sure does.
Tag has been made. This is Bob Owens.
for sure. Yeah.
Owens
I thought
with a
Joe
knee to the
Exotic
midsection
left.
and a forearm across the back. Owens up on the ropes, and George Barnes is there to greet him. He says, hey, you want to fight up here on the ropes? Okay, here we are. Look out. Whoa! Boy. Surprised that ring is still standing. Counts at 2 and 3. George Barnes has got the pin on Bob Owens. The win for the superstar. George Barnes and Rocky Johnson.
Yeah.
How about that, 2 minutes, 11 seconds of time on it.
And really, he should have just went up with him because you could tell he took some impact on his hip. I would have just went up with him and not had to take that extra bump, but.
I had forgotten about George exactly. Boy, I'll tell you, it didn't take much to remind you of it, so they come out victorious.
What a way to make
Rocky
yourself
and George
known.
still having some words up there in the ring. We're going to take time out, check
Insult
our
the
time, and we'll be
announcer,
back
say
in
that
just a
your
moment.
teammates shouldn't be allowed to wrestle. can steamroll 3 jobbers. Whale of a show.
We still got something to do right here. We're going to be back in that ring in just one moment. By golly, I'll tell you, looking over that Evansville card Wednesday night, you have got to be out there, my friend. The card is great. The main event is Jerry the King Lawler going against Brickhouse Brown. Now, that's tough enough, my friend, but then we've got an AWA Southern Heavyweight title at stake. In addition to that, on the other side, Brickhouse is putting up that crown that he took from Lawler. Plus, if he loses it, he's got to truck across that ring and shine Lawler's shoes right there in the ring. That's just one of a great night of action. Another will be the AWA Southern Tag Championship belts. Billy Travis, Mark Starr against the Clone.
Oh, you know, Lance, these belts weren't given to us. We had to fight hard. We had to win these in a tag team tournament against some of the toughest teams in the country. Well, Clones, we know what you did to us last week. Well, let me tell you, 2 fat, punk, ugly, bald-headed geeks something. You're not going to take these belts from us because in Evansville, Indiana, we're going to bust your heads.
You know, Lance, I don't know where that guy came from, but I can promise you one thing. This means more dear to me and Billy than anything in the world, and you're not going to get it. So you gear up and you come on down, but these are ours.
Good luck to you, Mark Starr. I'll tell you another one.
Be there.
And Bill are going to be going in there in a no
Rock
disqualification
Senior.
international tag championship match. Rock.
That means anything goes, brother. That means we can get down, we can use chairs, we can use tables, we can use anything.
He's got good
Downtown
taste in
Bruno's going to be in the
sunglasses.
corner, and Bill's got his goofy friend. I don't care too much
His
about
goofy
him,
friend.
George Benz, but he's going to be in our corner. So we got a goof like that in our corner, brother. I'll tell you, we're going straight ahead, and we're going for one thing. We're not selling anybody short. You know that, Bill.
That's
'Cause
right,
we've been
soul man.
around, brother.
I wouldn't say he's a little goofy and that gets a little mad sometimes. Well, you know, I know he's a little, you know, but whatever.
I think so, yeah. I don't really remember any of his matches, but I feel like I know him from WCW.
And the other 2 punks in the ring is going to get beat up real bad from the Soul Man and the Superstar, and we taking your belts, boys, and that's a promise from us to you.
Well, I'm delighted to say we do have enough time. Boy, we got a whale of a 6-man
Yo,
still
man,
lined
t-shirt
up to
game,
go with
yeah.
Diamond, Tanaka, and Hart against Travis Starr and Alan West. That's yet to come, so don't you dare go away. Listen, you happened to be out of pocket, and you consider
I miss
yourself
Chick
lucky.
Donovan.
That's what I hear. The singing cowboy Don Bass provided us with one of his songs and a videotape. We didn't watch all the way through it.
Oh,
he
boy.
gave us another one. Now, I have not seen this.
Here we go.
Let's
Another
see if
Don
we can
Bass
get through
video.
all of this. Here it is. The singing
Oh, man, we are feasting.
cowboy Don Bass.
Oh, I can't wait.
Lance Russell, last week, I
Yo.
went to big expense to make a tape for you, show my fans and you that I could really sing. And what do? You cut the tape before it's over with. I had thousands of calls. Want to know why that tape was cut. But let me tell you one thing, Lance Russell. I brung you out here with a camera crew to my lake. This is where I relax, take things easy when I'm not on the road. And this week, brother, I'm going to sing your song. I'm going to show you that Donnie Bass can really sing. And this week, I want you to play every bit of it. You hear me? Here we go.
All right, here we go. This is live FM content.
Who could accuse him of lip syncing? Yeah, do business with your phone. He did. Yes. 100%. Everything about this gimmick, this Don Bass gimmick, is just completely ripped off by Jeff Jarrett later on.
Oh, no. No more.
EFD's out here.
Now let's...
Oh, no.
I sang that song? I wrote that song, baby. That was me singing. You know it was. You're just jealous. That's all it is.
We make the standing offer to you. You want to start strumming on that guitar and sing us a song? We'll take the time to listen to the singing.
You know my voice is gone. I'm in concert at all times, baby. You know I can't sing like this. I don't have my band here.
Oh,
What's wrong with you, huh?
Yeah.
Next time I bring a tape up here, boy, you better play it.
Hey, come on now. Don't be... keep that for the ring. They'll be out here picking on me about it. Well, I wouldn't try to... Don't insult us! Come out here and sing one live for us instead of doing that to it. That guy coming out here singing. That was him singing in there. Isn't that awful? All right. Singing cowboy, Don Bass. Boy, we got to whale him a 6-man.
He saw this and he was like, Daddy, Grandpa, I've got an idea. Can we call Uncle Vince?
Tag match. And time-wise.
You're going to McDonald's today, Vinny Slugger?
To get in plenty of action. Downtown Bruno coming out.
You got to give me a shout-out on the video. I need that Vinny Slugger clout.
The stretcher, Jack Hart, Paul Diamond, Pat Tanaka. Mark Starr. Well, I'll let you do the introduction. I'm sitting here naming them all.
All right. Tell you what, this one is going to be a 6-man tag team match. With Billy Travis, Mark Starr, and Alan West going against Paul Diamond.
Hey, Vinny, do you think your dad would wish me a happy birthday? That'd be like the best present.
Pat Tanaka, stretcher Jack Hart. Hart out of St. Petersburg. Pat Tanaka from Hawaii. Paul Diamond out of Thunder Bay, Ontario,
Imagine
Canada.
a shout-out from
Billy
Vinny
Travis from
Slugger's
Lexington,
dad.
Kentucky. Mark Starr, Tampa, Florida. And from Zuma Beach, California, Alan West. It's Paul Diamond starting against Billy Travis. 6-man tag team action. Whoa. Jerry Calhoun, the referee, watching over things here. Billy Travis back to the corner. And the Tampa Floridian Mark Starr is in.
He's getting 2 burritos if they got him, and a Diet Coke, no ice.
Paul Diamond down on the mat. He's near his corner, though, and makes his tag on the Hawaii.
It's today, Vinny. We need a quick turnaround on this shout-out, buddy.
And Pat Tanaka. Diamond and Tanaka, a couple of guys we really used to admire until they started hanging around with downtown Bruno, who incidentally is in their corner. Well, he's supposed to be in their corner. He's actually wandering around ringside.
He bought some drugs on the streets.
Against Alan West. Tanaka with a handful of hair, and Jack Hart holding West back
like
on the
actually
ropes
like
outside.
openly on screen.
Alan West, 250 pounds. He ducks under. Presses Pat Tanaka down to the mat. Count was at 2. Paul Diamond got there to break it up at the 2 count. Good move by Alan West.
Oh my God, imagine driving someone back to meth.
Here's stretcher Jack Hart out of St. Petersburg, Florida.
Barry Horowitz still in the territory.
Reversing. Hart reversing him. They're over near the corner. The tag made on Billy Travis. Time winding down. We're under a minute left in the time limit. Billy! All right, nice move. He's down. Count is 2. But again, Paul Diamond is in from outside to break up the 3 count.
Happy birthday from Vinny and John
right
Slugger.
fist.
Thank you, Vinny.
Stretcher Jack Hart. He in trouble here. Mark Starr, Billy Travis both popping into the rope. There's a cover by Starr. 1. And 1 is all he gets. Pat Tanaka was on the way to break it up anyway.
Boy, we are flat running out of time, Dave. And look at the big kick from Mark Starr.
Hart's got a foot on the bottom rope. That stopped the count right there.
Oh, thank you for all the good wishes.
Knee lift, power lift by Jack Hart.
Being sang to by Vinny Slugger.
Time is out. 2 minutes, 48 seconds worth of the action here, and good action. I wish we had more time, but time has expired, and the match is going to be a draw.
We got to take time out, and we'll be back with a closer up in just a moment.
Well, I tell you, we should never even started this singing Don Bass thing. I'd like to see more of that match. We're out of time. We got to go. We'll be back next week with more Championship Wrestling. For Dave Brown, Lance Russell saying bye-bye, everybody.
Okay, I don't have enough time to watch a whole nother episode, but I did find a... Hold on a second. Let me look. I got to grab it real quick. There was like this weird-looking awards ceremony that I found from like... when I was looking at World Wrestling Council stuff. And I think it's like the perfect length here. Hang on. Oh, thank you, Randy. Okay, here we go. All right, we're almost there. Well, that one would be kind of tight. Well, yeah, no, we can do it. Okay, here we go. So this is from 1988. Oh, thanks, WrestlePlunge. This is the 1988 World Wrestling Council Awards Ceremony. What a presentation. This is how they treat George Dorunda in Chicopee. What an event this is.
And now, here are your hosts, Mr. Gordon Soley and Miss Bunny Blackstone. Well, thank you so very, very much, and welcome to the 6th Annual World Wrestling Council Awards. And certainly it is an honor and a pleasure to be here at the Candlelight Theater in Santurce, Puerto Rico. With me, of course, is Bonnie Blackstone. And
I really have no idea what to expect. I thought it was the perfect length to fit in here, and it looked quasi-interesting.
I might point out that we are going to be carrying a Spanish translation by my good friend Hugo Savinovich for Puerto Rico and many other countries around the world, including Channel 41 in New York. Bonnie?
That's right. At this time, Gordon, we would like to ask that the Vice President of the World Wrestling Council, Mr. Joe Pedicino, come out and share a few words with us. Joe?
Con nosotros ahora el vicepresidente del Consejo Mundial.
Oh, look at this guy.
Joe Pedicino.
Exactly what you would think a wrestling promoter in 1988 would look like.
Ladies and gentlemen, the World Wrestling Council would like to officially welcome the award ceremony to the beautiful island of Puerto Rico and say how proud we are to bring the awards here this year. Now, I know that everyone is waiting to see who the victors will be tonight. So, Gordon and Bonnie, let's let the award ceremonies begin.
Thank you so very much, Joe. Now, I might just say that because of television time, some of the awards have already been given. We're going to take a look at some of those now. For those of you here in the theater, look at your monitors at home. Of course, you'll be seeing it on your screen. First of all, our International Wrestling Program of the Year, Capital Sports.
Our wrestling magazine of the year is Japan Weekly Pro Wrestling Magazine.
Okay.
And our lady wrestler of the year is the world's ladies champion, Wendy Richter.
The wrestling...
Oh, I agree 100% on Hormaxer. It's pretty interesting to see the different dynamic.
Program of the year in the United States is Pro Wrestling This Week.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. The International Wrestling Program with the highest ratings, and we're very proud to announce this, Capital Wrestling, Channel 41, New York, New York.
And And the referee of the year is Sal Scorente of the USA.
The best press media coverage, Le Vocero from San Juan. Thank you.
Ahora vamos a producir las premiaciones con el video de nuestro equipo. Vamos a enseñar las premiaciones que ya han sido dadas por debido a la escasez del tiempo. La primera fue la entrega del mejor programa internacional, que lo gana Capital Sports Promotions. La segunda entrega es para la mejor revista del año. La gana Japan Weekly Pro Wrestling Magazine. La luchadora del año la gana la campeona mundial Wendy Richter.
Wendy Richter.
El programa del año en Estados Unidos, Pro Wrestling This Week. El programa con mayor audiencia internacional.
Lady Wrestler
programa de
of the
Capitol
Year
del Canal
is Wendy
41
Richter.
de Nueva York. El referee del año es Scorente de Estados Unidos.
And our wrestling reporter of the year is George Napolitano.
The most popular lady wrestler is Wendy Richter.
George,
And the
that guy
midget
still
wrestler
does
of the year
content, right? I
is
think
the
wrestling
80
news
kid.
or something. Jonah
We're going to be back with the
Napolitano.
rest of the awards right after we take
Too high to
this time
pronounce
out.
his name.
Antes de ir a la pausa, las últimas nominaciones fueron para el reportero del año, el señor George Napolitano, la luchadora más popular del año, Wendy Richter, y el enanito del año, Haiti Kid. ¿Tenemos los videoclips?
Oh, this is great. Midget Wrestler of the Year is that guy.
Haiti Kid, el enanito... Vamos ahora a una pausa comercial. We'll be right back after this commercial break.
And now, let's continue with the awards presentations. And our next award is for the Rookie of the Year. You know, wrestling is the second oldest sport in the world, second only to foot racing. And each year there are more and more rookies aspiring to become wrestling stars. And our Rookies of the Year nominees this year
La próxima
are...
categoría...
What is going on with the ending in this?
And the winner is, as soon as I get this open,
Y el ganador es...
Ricky Santana from the USA.
Ricky Santana, de Estados Unidos.
We just saw him wrestle a great match against Mr. Pogo. All right, Vinny. Keep up the good work,
Gordon,
brother.
you were there when I first started out in wrestling. You commentated one of my first matches, and it's a great honor to be nominated for Rookie of the Year. Quiero decirle a toda la gente que están aquí que estoy muy orgulloso de coger esta placa aquí, y como ahora y como siempre, soy para ustedes. Thank you.
Thank you. Whoa. Hormacks are on Amanda Hugginkiss, Hurricane Paro's lady. I'm currently in communications with Hurricane Paro. I'm consulting with him about the situation.
Our next award is for a very special campaign entitled Say No to Drugs.
Boo.
La próxima es una presentación especial por la campaña Di No a las Drogas.
This award goes to the invader number 1 for his carrying on the drug problem that our youth faces.
El ganador es el Invader 1 y recibiendo estará su esposa Ivette Huerta.
Don't forget to comment and subscribe. Okay, Vinny, slow.
Accepting the award, his wife, Mrs. Yvette Huerta.
On behalf of my husband, Invader number 1,
Subscribe, baby,
I want to
subscribe.
thank the World Wrestling Council for this award and hope that the youth of our future will always say no to drugs. Thank you.
Well, I don't know that he was against drugs. They said he just got it because he cared about the damage drugs were doing to kids. So he could technically, like, actually genuinely care, but be like, you know what? I also, like, enjoy being high, so who cares? Like, he can care about it, but not do anything about it. You know what I mean? You just need to give a shit. And you get
Wherever you go in the World Wrestling Council, you're going to find outstanding matches. There are outstanding matches all over the world. And our next award is for the wrestling match of the year.
La lucha del año, nominados.
Power
The
Ranger
nominees,
guy.
New Zealand Sheepherders versus the Rock and Roll Express in Louisiana.
Los Pastores de Nueva Zelanda contra Rock and Roll Express en Luisiana.
The Great War in Puerto Rico.
La Gran Guerra en San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Abdullah the Butcher versus Jumbo Tsuruta in Japan.
Abdullah contra Tsuruta en Japón.
And the barbed wire match, Carlos Colon versus Hercules Ayala in Puerto Rico.
Lucha con alambre de púa, Hércules Ayala
God.
versus Carlitos Colón en Puerto Rico. Y el ganador es...
And the winner is the barbed wire match, Carlos Colon versus Hercules
surprise.
Ayala, Puerto Rico.
We saw him in the fire match yesterday or the day before or whatever.
Ganador de la lucha del año, Carlos Colón y Hércules Ayala.
It's an honor to receive this award. And Gordon and Bonnie, I'd like to say a few words in Spanish to my people. Es un placer para mí recibir esta placa, este award.
Different Hercules.
Dedico esta placa al pueblo de Puerto Rico. Gracias.
Hércules Ayala, por favor.
To present
Hugo talking to you.
There's another award for that. There's 2 awards for the same match.
Oh, it's the second award. I'm sorry.
Is that the Gigolo Jimmy Del Rey up on stage?
Gentlemen.
Quiero dar las gracias especialmente a Chiquistal, que es el hombre que me ha llevado a mi sitio donde estoy. Y le agradezco mucho a Chiquistal. Muchas gracias, Chiqui.
Exactamente, eso es un hombre que sabe apreciar las cosas muy importantes de la vida.
Oh, remember him? What was his name? He had the talk show, remember?
To present the next 2 awards, here are the World's Tag Team Champions, the Batten Twins.
Oh boy, the Batten Twins.
Para hacer la presentación de las 2 próximas categorías, los campeones mundiales, los gemelos Batten.
Muchas gracias.
I assume so, Daninsky.
For the nominations for the tag teams of the year. First one are the Los Pastores, the New Zealand Sheepherders.
La primera pareja nominada, los Pastores de Nueva Zelanda para pareja del año.
Number 2, Jumbo Terasuta and Giant Baba.
Jumbo Tsuruta y Gigante Baba de Japón.
Number 3, the Young Bloods.
Número 3, los Youngbloods de Arizona.
Number 4, the Ninja Express, Mr. Pogo and Kendo Nagasaki.
Número 4, Ninja Express Pogo y Kendo Nagasaki.
And number 5 is the Wild Samoans, Afa and Sika.
Número 5, the Wild Samoans, Afa y Sika. Y los ganadores son...
Yeah, he won the award for caring about children on drugs.
And the winner is Chris and Mark Youngblood.
I don't know, though, when this took place, other than in 88. When did the murder happen? Early 88?
Okay, my brother and I are very close friends of the Youngbloods, and on behalf of Chris and Mark, we'll accept this reward. Thank you. Go ahead. Okay, the next award is for the most popular wrestler of the year.
El luchador más popular del año. Los nominados son...
May 11th, oh no.
Tiger Mask
July
from Japan.
16th,
El
88.
Tiger Mask de Japón.
So, yeah, so July 16th, 88 is when it happened. Let me see when this happened.
Carlos Colon, Puerto Rico.
Carlos Colón, Puerto Rico.
Mr. USA, Tony Atlas.
Mr. Estados Unidos, Tony Atlas.
The Invader number 3, Puerto Rico.
El Invader 3 de Puerto Rico.
And number 5 is Chris Youngblood.
El número 5, Chris Youngblood.
And the winner is...
El ganador es...
The winner
I can't
is
find
Chris
when
Youngblood.
this took place.
Okay, once again, on behalf of the Youngbloods, and Chris in particular, will accept the award for Chris Youngblood, Most Popular Wrestler of the Year.
Luchador más popular del año, Chris Youngblood.
Thank you very much. Muchas gracias.
And if you please, a
Youth
nice round
swimming
of applause
safety
for the
classes.
tag team champions, the Batten Twins.
Yeah, I couldn't find out when this takes place. I'm assuming it's either at the beginning of the year or the end, right at the beginning or the end, since it's an awards deal.
Well, I'll tell you what, a lot of exciting surprises during this award ceremony, no question about that.
Yes, there are, Gordon.
And I will say this, that I've had the opportunity in my 37 years involved in professional wrestling to watch wrestling all over the world. It's always a delight to come back to Puerto Rico. My son-in-law and my daughter were residents here in San Juan for over a year. And it's certainly a pleasure to see a lot of old friends again.
Nos dice Gordon que sus familiares también han residido aquí en Puerto Rico y es un placer ver a muchas de sus amistades aquí.
I can't believe Buddy's in attendance.
Now, we have a very special segment coming up. A few moments ago, we saw young Rick Santana here on the stage accepting his award. And Rick Santana paid his dues when he first came here to this beautiful island. We have a very special segment that I think you're going to enjoy. It's called The Foreigner.
Vamos con el especial de Ricky Santana llamado Extranjero.
Ricky Santana highlight package. Oh my God, a month after? Ooh, man, that's cold as shit. Damn. Puerto Rican Pat Tanaka. What do you mean there's nothing good about this? This is great. Wow, what a heroic ending. A fucking roll up. Come on, bro. Really? Can we get Lalo to translate? Oh no! That was like a real.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 6th annual award ceremony.
Man.
Our next presentation goes for the Junior Heavyweight Wrestler of the Year. And
I really
our
wanted to
nominees
see that
are
commercial.
La próxima premiación para el luchador peso completo junior del año.
Eric Embry of the USA.
Eric Embry, Estados Unidos.
Pedro Aguayo, Mexico.
El Perro Aguayo, México.
Rayo del Jalisco Jr., Mexico.
El Rayo de Jalisco Junior, México.
Invader number 3, Puerto Rico.
El Invader 3, Puerto Rico.
And Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert of the USA.
Y Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert de los Estados Unidos.
Come on, Eddie.
And our winner
El ganador es
Invader 3, Puerto Rico.
el Invader 3 de Puerto Rico.
What a surprise. I know, that would have been a good commercial, I bet. The nominees are Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, The Undertaker, and Invader 3, and the winner is Invader 3.
For the Outstanding Wrestling Achievement Award, this award is given to the late Bruiser Brody. Accepting the award is Hugo Savanovich. Savanovich, I apologize, Hugo.
They're giving him an award, Daninsky.
Vengo aquí a aceptar la merecida premiación que le dan en memoria y por mérito a una carrera de éxitos en la lucha libre profesional a Bruiser Brody. Con mucho orgullo en nombre de su familia lo acepto y además porque era un gran amigo mío y sé que todos ustedes lo querían. Gracias al Consejo Mundial de Lucha.
Oh my gosh, thank you, Get Crack, for me. That was very generous. Were you moved to this donation based off of the touching Bruiser Brody tribute? Oh, we got Ava the G right out of the bat. Ginger Billy Hag, Ryler, Donald. Ooh, we got Polly. That's a good pull. Oh, there we go. Healthy Family Force. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Thank you so much, Get Crack. I really appreciate that, man. Jedi Rich with the hookup. The Bill Hicks.
Our next award is for the Manager of the Year. The nominees are Chiqui Star of Puerto Rico.
Chiqui Star, that's who that guy was.
Apoderado del año, Chiqui Star, Puerto Rico, primer nominado.
Number 2, Missy Hyatt of the USA.
Ooh, Missy Hyatt, Queen Rat.
Bennett Rubenroyd of England.
Rubenroyd de Inglaterra.
Dr. Jerry Graham Jr. of the United States.
Missy Hyatt said that whenever she dated Jake Roberts, his like big kink that he couldn't get off without doing was to have her go into a bar by herself and like flirt with a guy and start to get like physical with the guy, and then Jake would come in and like pull him apart and like, you know, act like he was gonna fight the guy and then storm out with, you know, with his girl. But he wanted to do that like constantly though.
Dr. Jerry Graham Jr. de los Estados Unidos.
And el profe.
Polly and a Jedi.
Y el profe
and a
de un lugar desconocido. Y el ganador del premio Apoderado del Año es.
And the winner is Chiqui Star of Puerto Rico.
Chiqui Star.
Chiqui Star.
He deserves it,
Apoderado
really.
del Año.
Buddy Landell, front row.
Thank you very much for this gift. Este es un premio que naturalmente yo siempre he merecido y aquí está la prueba.
Yeah, that's right, buddy. I thought that was Judith Light on stage for a second. I want to get out of here. Is that what she said?
Ladies and gentlemen,
thank you, Get Crack. I really appreciate it, man.
Who are going to present the next 2 awards. Surely you're familiar with them. 2 outstanding talents, Rick St. James and Bobby Jaggers from Caribbean Championship Wrestling.
Para presentar las 2 próximas categorías, Bobby Jaggers y Rick St. James del programa Caribbean Championship Wrestling.
Seems everywhere you go, you got to take a bag of luggage with you, brother. Well, I wonder if you know which exact award we're going to give away tonight. I don't know Rick St. James, but if I'm giving it away, it's got to be one of the best ones on the whole program. Well, here, why don't you feast your eyes on this? For the Host of the Year Award.
Por anfitrión del año, la próxima premiación, el anfitrión del año.
Wait a minute, baby. Number 1.
Nominados.
Hugo Savinovich, Puerto Rico.
Puerto Rico.
Nominee number 2.
Número 2.
Gordon Soley, USA.
Gordon Soley, Estados Unidos.
Gordon gets no claps even though he's there
Number
live.
3 nominee,
Número 3.
Steve Stacks, Texas.
Número 3 es el señor Steve Stacks de Texas.
Number 4,
Número 4.
Shinji O'Hara, Japan.
Shinji Ohara de Japón.
Number 5,
Número
Rick St.
5,
James.
Rick St. James. Y el ganador es...
And the winner is...
Boy, this is a slow-moving one.
Gordon Soley, USA.
Gordon Soley de los Estados Unidos. Florida Championship Wrestling. Gordon Soley.
No one wanted Gordon Soley to win that. Everyone cheered for Savinovich.
That was good, Rick St. James.
He's not even gonna get on the mic for like a thank you. Wow.
Very well deserved award. The Dean won it. Congratulations. I want to tell you something, brother. You can take the cowboy out of the country, but you can't take the cowboy out of the kid. Well, one thing is for sure, you were nominated, Bobby, right? Okay, the next award is for the best television wrestling coverage, and the nominees are number 1, Channel 11, Puerto Rico.
La mejor cobertura de lucha por televisión. Canal 11 nominado de Puerto Rico.
Number 2, Channel 36, Atlanta.
Número 2, Canal 36, Atlanta.
Number 3, Channel 4, Japan.
Número 3, Canal 4, Japón.
Number 4, Channel 41, New York.
Número 4, Canal 41, Nueva York.
And number 5, Channel 10, Ecuador.
Número 5, Canal 10, República
Come on, Ecuador.
El ganador es...
Ecuador.
Stay in the envelope.
Don't they have bananas there in Ecuador?
Puerto Rico.
Oh, come on. I'm starting to think this is not a real awards ceremony.
Por favor, alguien de Tele 11 que pase.
Para aceptar este premio, el señor Frankie Ortiz de Capital Sports. Vívelo.
Good luck to you next year, too, man.
Good luck to you next year.
Recibo este premio con mucho orgullo y ¡vívelo!
Muchas gracias, amigo. Muchas gracias, Boniqua.
Banana and plantains. There you go. Ecuador was robbed.
We have a very, very special treat in store for you during the award ceremony. A man with an absolutely tremendous voice.
Oh, boy.
Somebody that I know that you're going to enjoy listening
Don
to.
Bass.
Ceremony of the World Wrestling Council.
And our next award goes for the Wrestling Commentator of the Year.
Las próximas nominaciones serán para el comentarista del año.
Our nominees are...
Nominados.
He hates that translator. I think you
Hugo
can tell.
Savinovich.
Hugo Savinovich.
The Hangman, Bobby Jaggers, Caribbean
Hangman Bobby Jaggers, Caribbean Championship Wrestling.
Terry Sullivan from Detroit.
Terry Sullivan de Detroit.
Hector Moyano from Super Estrellas.
Héctor Moyano, Superestrellas de la Lucha Libre.
And Alfonso Morales of Mexico.
Alfonso Morales de México, Galavisión.
And the winner is...
El ganador es...
The Hangman Bobby Jaggers.
Oh, boy.
Bobby Jaggers. Comentarista del año.
How many people do you think are at this thing? Maybe like 50 to 100?
Well, you know I overcame a lot of obstacles. Number 1, Rick St. James, I proved I'm the best.
Comentarista del año, Hackman Bobby Jaggers.
Thank you. Our next award is for the Wrestling Narrator of the Year.
La próxima nominación para el narrador de lucha libre del año.
And our nominees are...
Nominados.
Joaquín Padín Hijo para Super Estrellas.
Joaquín Padín Hijo, Superestrellas de la lucha libre.
Joaquín.
Rick St. James, Caribbean Championship Wrestling.
Rick St. James, de Caribbean Championship Wrestling.
Hugo Savinovich, Super Estrellas.
Hugo Savinovich.
Gordon Soley, the United States.
I hope Gordon doesn't win. He was
de los
an
Estados
injury.
Unidos.
And Tenryu Okana, Japan.
Tenryu Okama de Japón.
And our winner is...
El ganador de narrador del año...
Hugo.
Joaquin Padín Hijo,
Joaquín Padín Hijo, superestrella de la lucha libre.
This guy's a stiff. Get him off the stage.
I'm proud to receive this beautiful award.
Okay, play him off.
Thank you very much for it. Es un placer, un orgullo recibir esta placa. La comparto con todos ustedes. Gracias y sayonara, amigos.
She does have Jarrett as
narrador del año, Joaquín Padín Hijo.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, our final award.
La última nominación de la noche.
Man, this has flown by.
This is for the Heavyweight Wrestler of the Year of the World Wrestling Council.
El luchador peso completo del año del Consejo Mundial de Lucha.
The nominees
nominados son
Nature Boy Bobby Landell.
Nature Boy Buddy Landell.
Bobby Landell.
Hercules Ayala.
Oh man, if Buddy don't win, man.
Abdullah the Butcher.
Abdullah el Carnicero.
Stan Hansen.
Old Boudreaux could use this win. What do you think?
Bruiser Brody.
Bruiser Brody.
Carlos Colon.
Carlos Colon.
So much for that.
And the winner is...
Y el ganador es...
Or Bruiser Brody. He's getting up to accept.
Carlos
Carlitos.
Oh, no. Wait a minute. Is this just all part of an angle?
Carlitos Colon.
Boudreaux robbed.
Gracias a todos. Para mí es un gran honor.
Hey, what the hell's coming off in
Para
here,
mí
boys?
es un gran honor recibir
What's he got his shirt
este premio. Pero todos sabemos que detrás de estoy tan nervioso que no puedo ni hablar. Que detrás de todo buen hombre hay una gran mujer. Y la gran mujer que está detrás de mí es mi señora esposa Nancy, que es la que se queda en la casa bajada con 4 hijos que tengo allí. Y la que cuando llego cabizbajo después de una derrota y haber perdido un campeonato, es la que me da sus consejos y es la que me levanta la moral. So, yo creo que la que se merece ese premio es ella.
Man, that forehead is rough, bro.
Gordon, it's a great honor to receive this title. I'm so nervous. I can't
Bruiser couldn't be here to
It's
accept.
an honor to receive this award, but you know that behind every good man, there's always a good woman. And the great woman behind me is my wife, Nancy. She's the one that stays home, taking care of my 4 children, giving her love, giving the children love for her and for myself.
Who would have guessed the guy that owns the company won every award he was nominated for?
She's the one that gets me up in the morning. I said, Carlos, you got to keep on fighting. You got to keep on going. And she's the one that keeps me on top. So, Nancy, I love you, Mama. Stand up. Come on, come on.
Bueno, Carlito le dice que le dé
This
beso
should have
allá
been Buddy
arriba.
Landell's moment. Well, now he's got his
Hay
shirt on again.
romance aquí entre Carlitos y la esposa en la entrega de premios.
I just can't believe this. I just can't believe it. Carlos Colon, how many times I've been beat you? Who's the champion right now?
Dice el colega, ¿quién es el campeón universal? Que lo ha derrotado 3 veces ya.
We didn't come here to argue.
No, Mr. Elliott, I'm sorry, sir, but I'd appreciate if you'd leave the podium area.
No, eso es allá. Si nosotros tenemos nuestra diferencia, pero eso lo arreglamos en los cuadriláteros, lo arreglamos en los programas de lucha, pero esto es una cosa bonita, esto es una cosa buena para Puerto Rico. No vayas a dañarlo con estas actuaciones. Por favor, siéntate y acepta.
Entonces tú quieres decir que esto se puede arreglar en otra ocasión, porque Carlos Colon lo dice.
Oh, yeah, there we go, boy. Oh, Wings of Redemption style. Take that, Kelly. Boom! Boom! Oh, laying him in.
Help up here. Come on,
What a great show this was. Fantastic.
Señor Hércules Ayala. Por favor, señor Hércules Ayala.
No, no.
Paul Bearer trying to calm everybody
Ladies and gentlemen.
Señor Hércules Ayala, por favor, abandone el teatro Candela y Tire.
Man, I would be losing it if I was there live. Like, holy shit. What a scene.
Got to get some order restored here. We're going to be checking on her condition. Let's take a break at this point in time, please. Let's take a break if we can. And,
Señor Hércules Ayala, por favor,
wow.
abandone el teatro. Por aquí. Señor Chique está y Hércules, abandone el teatro.
She's stumbling down the hallway. Yeah, that would have been
Please
sick.
let us get some order restored here. We'll
Great
be back.
angle. Wow.
Amigos, regresaremos después de esta pausa comercial. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
Capitol Sports Promotions presenta las superestrellas de la lucha. It appears that
well, there goes that.
Nancy
too.
Colon is badly shaken up, but hopefully no serious damage was done. But she is badly disturbed, and may I just say, too, in the years that I have been in professional wrestling,
if I was in this promotion at the next TV show, I would cut a promo saying that once again, Carlos Colon made the entire evening about himself, and look what happened. It blew up in his face, like always.
I've never seen the likes of this at any awards presentation.
Selfish.
I have asked the Vice President of the World Wrestling Council, Joe Pedicino, who jumped up on the situation immediately. And what exactly action did you take, Joe?
Well, let's say this. There's no place, not only in wrestling, there's no place in the world for a man to do what we just saw, strike a woman. Immediately, there is a $10,000 fine.
Whoa.
On Hercules Ayala, and I am going...
Dude, $10,000. Imagine if Wings had gotten fined $10K.
To instigate an investigation, and we are going to see about taking the title
Blue
away.
ribbon panel to investigate.
Hércules Ayala ha sido multado con $10,000 y es posible, su atención,
Man, that chick is pale as hell, dude. Look at her face. Look at her, oh my gosh.
le sea quitado por esta acción.
The White Witch.
Gordon, I would like to take just 1 minute for all the Spanish countries to explain this whole situation.
All the rats
Amigos,
going crazy.
Para los países que están viendo esta transmisión en Ecuador, en Colombia, en Nueva York, quiero disculparme a nombre del pueblo de Puerto Rico, del Consejo Mundial de Lucha, de Capitol Sports Promotions, por esto tan bochornoso que ha ocurrido. El vicepresidente ha tomado decisión de multar oficialmente $10,000 y en reunión posiblemente hasta se le quite el título universal.
Do you think if you were in the crowd, do you think this is it would be a good time or not a good time to yell, "We want blood"?
A Hércules por esto. Gracias. Thank you, Gordon.
Thank you very much, Hugo. And certainly once again, on behalf of the awards committee, may I take this opportunity to apologize to Nancy Colon and certainly to Carlos Colon for this unprecedented action that took place just a moment ago. It was a shocking bit.
He's going to take out Hercules Ayala for hitting that lady. I don't think a savvy guy's going to have an issue with that.
You know, as a woman, I can feel for Nancy Colon. She came up here to share something with her husband, to share a momentous occasion as he was given a tremendous award, knocked into the floor. It's just a travesty, Gordon.
It is indeed, but that will conclude the awards program at this time, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so very much for coming out and joining us here at the Candlelight Theater in San Terce.
The Batten
For those of you
twins.
around the world, we hope that you, too, have enjoyed the award ceremony. Far be it, let's forget about this last incident that just happened if we can.
And they gave an award to the guy that killed him. He got an award for caring about kids.
Until we see you again next year, be it in Tampa, Florida, or Atlanta, Georgia, this will be Gordon Soley and...
Hey, let me tell you something. Next year's award ceremony is going to be in Puerto Rico. Or it's going to be like, it's not going to be in one of those places.
Bonnie Blackstone.
Saying so long and thanks so much for being with us.
Every award was like Puerto Rico, United States, Japan. Was there another one that got put up a lot?
This has been the
Mexico.
World Wrestling Council Awards. Thank you very much.
Is she going to sing now? Miller High Life. Well, I thought that was pretty entertaining. I mean, I loved the payoff. The awards show itself was pretty much sucked, but it was worth it for the payoff at the end. All right, I'm going to go, guys. I am going to go take a nap, I think. Maybe watch Gary Shandling's show. Boyd Goes to Puerto Rico. All right, so I'm going to go. Thank you, though. I really appreciate you hanging out. Thanks for the memberships. Get crack. And I will see you all well, I'll be here in the morning for something. I don't know, maybe some Vinny Slugga, maybe like a Boyd wrap up for the week or something.